Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Slappin Kpop podcast. I am Kayla, and today I am here with Sammi.
Hello.
We are here for a very, very exciting idea.
Yes.
So Sammi came to me because she saw the Dead Meat podcast.
Yes, I am a massive fan of the Dead Meat podcast. Chelsea and James, if you ever see this, you won't, but if you do, I love you. This was your idea. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent this immediately to Kayla after I saw it.
Yes, and what they did is they did a sort of tabletop role-playing game of Survivor with characters out of horror movies. And Sammi was like, I want to do this, but I have no knowledge of Survivor or tabletop role-playing games. And
I am a noob at both, and I've never gotten into Survivor, but Kayla
fortunately,
is a fan
I
of
know
both of those
everything
things.
about both of those things. And so when I watched the episode, and then I sort of figured out how we could do it, and in a way that I personally like better, than the way they did it on that podcast. And now we're gonna do it with K-drama characters.
Woo! So go check out Chelsea and James's version of this, because they're great if you like horror movies. But this is our version with our lovely K-drama characters.
Yes.
These are specifically the characters that they
Specifically
are playing.
the characters, yes. Very important for the show.
Yes.
So we made this cast. We have 20 people. We did this just by ourselves. We're just like, who do we want to play in Survivor?
Who do we also think could play on? Because
realistically, who could play on Survivor
is the fact of like you kind of have to, I think, be 18 or older to play Survivor. So like there were people that we immediately eliminated because they were like high school students.
Yeah, so
there were we wanted to like eliminate people that had superpowers.
Yes, you can't have superpowers on this season.
I think that might be an unwritten rule of Survivors. You can't have superpowers.
Yep.
And we also didn't want to deal with like how superpowers would affect the game.
Yeah. Yep.
And also we like sort of eliminated people that we think just wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be like, no, I'm not. Then again, there are people on this that would just never be on Survivor, but we think it's fun.
It'll be fun. I later then looked at the cast that we had, and I was like, I wonder if I can split this into heroes versus villains. And then I did.
And we did.
Gonna also take this opportunity to just put out a spoiler warning for every show that we're talking about here. So the villains tribe is like a wide range of people in the villains
Kayla,
tribe.
before we do this, do you want to just put up your lovely intro you made?
Oh yes, I did make an intro. If you're listening to the podcast version, you're just gonna hear the Survivor Heroes versus Villains intro. I made a nice little cinematic of each of the characters that are playing in this.
It will also be
edited
to
the Survivor intro. Video. It is going to be out as a separate video. It's going to come out a couple days before as a teaser because we are too excited about this episode.
Oh, this is genuinely going to be my favorite episode of this show. Mm-hmm. So here is the intro.
Yep.
Yep.
I want to make the disclaimer that a villain's tribe is people who are clearly a villain,
and people who are, in a way,
are villainous. Like if you're a vigilante, you got thrown onto the villain's tribe.
Because technically, vigilantism is illegal.
Yep. If you're like kind of an asshole, you also got thrown onto the villain's tribe. So
fair. Like, also, it is people who very clearly cannot fit into the heroes tribe.
Yeah.
Like, the person who is, like, who shouldn't be on here the most is probably... maybe Song Kang?
Song Kang is probably, like, the least villainous of the people.
He's just kind of an asshole.
He's kind of an asshole, and he's kind of a fuckboy, but, like, that was villainous enough for me. So he's
also,
there.
We will mostly be referring to these people as actor name from show.
Yes.
Not so much the character name.
The big exception to that is Logan from the Penthouse. We will just be referring to as Logan.
As Logan.
Yes.
Yeah, Logan from the Penthouse. Otherwise, the other people that probably shouldn't be on the Villains tribe before anyone else comments it, yes, Logan's not a villain, but in the Penthouse 1, he could kind of be.
He's like, if you're on a revenge plot, then you got put on the Villains tribe.
If
is how that
Ji-sung from The Devil Judge is not the villain of that show, and Lee Se-young from The Guardians, also her and Ji-sung, the heroes of those shows. We are aware.
Vigilante revenge plot, you're on the Villains tribe.
Yes. We are also aware that we have 3 active serial killers in Taecyeon, Lee Sang-gi, and Lee Dong-wook.
It's fine.
We are aware. We know.
They are
keeping it low profile. They are not attempting to murder anyone.
It's fine.
In this. We just have a CEO, a cop, and a dentist.
Just that's who they are going to be. They are going to be playing this as serial killers. If they're going to tell anyone they're a serial killer, that's up to them.
Oh, also, I think we should maybe introduce our teams to people who are just listening.
Go through the teams really fast. On the Heroes Tribe, we have Wang Yibo from Gank Your Heart. We have Lee Junyoung from Love and Leashes. We have Park So-ham from Semantic Error. We have Sung Joong-ki from Descendants of the Sun. So Yeji from Save Me. Hani from Idol the Coup. Son Ye-jin from Crash Landing on You. Lee Joon-gi from Criminal Minds. Park Bo-young from Doom at Your Service. And Eunwoo from My ID is Gangnam Beauty. Clearly not villains, everyone on that tribe.
Clearly the heroes of... I mean, Lee Junyoung, questionable.
You know...
Like, him and Song Kang could questionably switch places, and it would be the same.
Yeah.
But, like, I prefer them where they are.
Yep. And then our Villains tribe, we have Taecyeon from Vincenzo, Park Eun-suk or Logan from The Penthouse, Ji-sung from The Devil Judge, Park So-dam from Parasite, Lee Sang-gi from Mouse, Lee Dong-wook from Strangers from Hell, Song Kang from Nevertheless, Kim Joo-young from Squid Game. That is the crazy woman from Squid Game.
We will be referring to her as the crazy
lady from Squid Game.
We decided on her over the two actual leads of Squid Game.
Crazy. We needed a crazy person.
Fun. We wanted to add a wild card.
We wanted a wild card, so we have the crazy woman from Squid Game. We have Park So-joon from Itaewon Class and Lee Se-young from The Guardians. So
yes, Park So-joon is not the villain of Itaewon Class,
but he is on a revenge plot. So he's on a revenge
plot, and he went to jail. Don't tell me Survivor wouldn't put the ex-con.
If you're an ex-con, you're on the Villains tribe. That's how Survivor would work.
So, Kayla, you want to explain the mechanics of this game?
Yeah, so mechanics of the game is we have a set of challenges that are going to be run. Until post-merge, we're not doing reward and immunity. They're going to essentially just be one challenge an episode until the merge. I do have a specific episode where they're going to tribe swap as well. And then we're essentially going to talk through the challenges and who is on the tribes and who would realistically win those challenges.
This isn't unlike the last time, because we have played Survivor before, but that was entirely
randomly generated.
Yeah. That was entirely randomly generated. Wang Yibo won last time. He's back for more. He's back for more, but so this time we are actively just gonna talk it out and figure out who would realistically win, who would realistically be on alliances together.
We'll talk through all of the camp life and alliances and what would happen there. There is a random generated aspect of it, and there's a couple of things that I'm using that for.
And we'll get to it when we start randomly generating people.
Well, I have to say some of them now because they're gonna start immediately, so... for immunity idols, I have a random number generator, and it's going from random number 1 to 20. whoever on each tribe gets an 11 first is going to get the immunity idol. If 2 people get it at the same time, I'm just going to generate again. Whoever has the higher number is going to get the immunity idol. And I won't generate another one until that immunity idol is used or out of the game, and then I'll start doing it again. That works the same for the extra vote, because I've also placed an extra vote in the game, and so that's going to work the same way. The only thing different is that it's whoever gets a 3 first. What I'm going to do every round, I have 2 separate random number generators going off on the side. One is for a medical evacuation. That's randomly generated between 1 and 75. If you get a 24, you're going to get medically evacuated. It's only going to happen once, so if one person gets medically evacuated, they're going to leave.
Yep. Kayla, can you explain what the extra vote is and immunity idol to people who've never seen Survivor?
Extra vote means you get an extra vote at the end when you go to vote someone out.
Do you take someone's vote, or you just get an extra
You get an extra one.
Okay, cool.
And then immunity idol, you have to play it before votes get read. But if you play it on yourself, no votes cast against you, that tribal council will count. So it's like you save yourself with it.
Can you use it on other people?
You can use it on other people.
Ooh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the last one?
The last one is
the last 2, actually.
The showmance. I have a second random number generator going between 1 and 100. The first 2 people to get matching numbers are gonna get a showmance.
Because showmances sometimes happen on Survivor, so we're gonna try to get a showmance in this.
Yep.
Most of these people are from romance shows.
They are, so we'll see what happens.
What's the legacy advantage?
The legacy advantage is gonna happen immediately. So that's a thing that's hidden during the premiere. It's essentially acts as an immunity idol, but you can only use it at 2 very specific tribal councils. One of them is the merged tribal council, and one of them is like final. I think it's final 5 or final 6, something like that. Final 6. The thing with that is that once you find it, if you get voted out, you have to give it to someone else. So it always stays in the game.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So that is our random number generators, which is how we're going to get things. I'm really hoping for a showmance.
Yes. I'm really hoping the showmance will happen.
And also, I think that if they are on different tribes, obviously they cannot have a showmance with each other.
No, they have to be on the same tribe, yeah.
Of course.
Uh-huh. All right.
So,
to start things off with episode 1, so Yeji's gonna
get marooned in
They're gonna get marooned. What happens at a marooning is everyone is on essentially like an old pirate ship. There's a bunch of supplies on it. Jeff Probst yells at everybody to pick up the stuff that they want.
I like that Jeff Probst came.
Jeff Probst is here.
Jeff Probst also came. Also, yes, we are aware that Wang Yibo is in a Chinese show. Ignore that.
Ignore it, it's fine. He can speak Korean, it's fine.
He speaks Korean, thus so does his character in Gank Your Heart, damn it. He's also here to just, esports wasn't enough. He's gotta play Survivor.
He does have to play Survivor.
So the marooning happens.
So Yeji's gonna find the legacy advantage.
Oh!
So she is gonna have that.
So Yeji from Save Me gets the legacy advantage.
Mm-hmm. So that's good for her. Do we think any tribe is gonna have any significant advantages for like grabbing stuff?
Grabbing stuff?
Yeah, because
I think that
because it's like because a lot of times what happens, like the villains like to steal stuff from that the heroes are grabbing.
I could see some of the serial killer villains like Lee Dongwook. Then again, I feel like they're more like tactical villains.
Yeah, they're not like out. They're not like so much in your face villains.
Crazy.
Taehyun is a little bit crazy.
But I also think Taehyun knows when to because in the beginning he was just obnoxious in Vincenzo.
This is true.
So I think that all of these serial killer villains kind of know when to go full crazy, and they know when to not go full crazy.
Yep.
So that's that.
So that is that.
I do think. What was I saying? I do think that maybe the hero tribe, considering they have all the young people, like they have Wang Yibo, they have Park So-ham, they even have, even Song Joong-ki, he's a fucking military man.
Right.
All these people are young and probably they're willing to sprint.
Yeah.
Lee Joon-gi is a cop.
He is a cop.
So is Lee Sang-gi.
Yep. This is true.
So, you know who would steal? Crazy Lady.
Crazy Lady would 100%
Crazy Lady's fucking stealing.
She would do it for sure.
She doing it.
Yep.
And, like, she's going full crazy. Like, she ain't even trying to be slick.
Yep.
Alright.
I think it's pretty good. Who is, how are we feeling for, like, shelter building for each of these tribes?
Again, I really do think that,
I think Song Joong-ki has the Heroes tribe on, like, lockdown.
I think Song Joong-ki is going to be what, like, he takes, like, a leadership. Do you get, like, leadership positions in Survivor? Like, not official ones, but do some people,
yes,
like,
he's gonna take, like, unofficial leadership over the tribe.
Yeah, because, like, he's a military man. He's, like, special ops. Mm-hmm. So, like, and, like, you have, like, physically strong people here. I don't think any of these people are, like, physically, I mean, Lee Joon-gi is kind of useless.
Yeah.
But, like, all these other people have been in, like, physical situations. Like, fucking, even So Ye-jin, who's, like, a CEO, was just abandoned in North Korea for a while.
Yep.
So I think you got fun stuff.
Yep. But do you think that the rest of the tribe is gonna, like, take to that well, or do you think Song Joong-ki is gonna be, like, a little bit grating for everybody?
I can see them, in the beginning, liking the leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, if it keeps going, I can see them getting...
just be, like,
I think
really,
right
really
now,
annoying.
Yeah. Right now, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
I think overall, right now, we're okay, because I think you have a lot of, like... They're, like, impulsive, but they're also kind of passive.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see any of the rest of these people taking a leadership role.
This is true.
Like, Eunwoo ain't gonna do it.
Eunwoo's not doing it. I don't, like, Lee Joon-gi's a cop. I don't see Lee Joon-gi doing it.
I can see, well, even Lee Joon-gi in Criminal Minds took orders. He
yeah,
wasn't the
he's
big
not
cop.
he's a big man in charge in that show.
He's, like, second man in charge.
And, like, Joon-young is not doing it at all. Neither is Wang
Joon-young
Yibo.
ain't doing it. No, they can take order. Even
it's
Park
like the
So-ham
only
is
other
fine.
person here who I can see taking a leadership role is, like, Son Ye-jin, and that's about it.
Fair. Yeah. Even then.
It's like that. Then it's like, I don't know if people are listening to her, though. Is like,
I don't think they are, because I don't even think, because she also took orders from her military boyfriend
military
to get out of to get out of North Korea.
Yep.
Ooh, does that cause an issue though?
Oh, with Song Joong-ki?
She's got a North Korean boyfriend.
I don't think. Well, I don't. Obviously, she can't. She doesn't tell that to anybody.
I know,
because that's a bad look for her. So I think that's a secret. She's not.
Like,
she's not revealing that.
She might be dumb enough to, like, say things, like, over time. It's just like, yeah, my boyfriend does this, and, like, I think he's smart enough to be like,
Song Joong-ki's like, what?
What? All right. So what about the Villians tribe?
Villians tribe doing? Oh, also in the Heroes tribe, So Ye-ji's also gonna find the immunity idol.
I also feel like that would be something So Ye-ji would do, because, like, she's fucking she got out of a fucking cult.
Yep.
This woman knows how to to survive.
She
She
stacked.
finds all the secrets.
She's stacked right now.
She's like, I'm not letting a group of men control me again. Mm-hmm. I am going to win.
Yep.
What do we think about the Villians tribe?
So the Villians tribe is weirdly very white collar.
They are, because you have a CEO,
a dentist,
a judge. Park So-dam is
like Park So-dam is
they're trying to commit fraud.
Is committing fraud.
Not so much.
Lee Seung-gi's a cop. Lee Dong-wook's a dentist.
Song Kang is
an art student.
Kim So-rong is crazy.
Yep.
Park So-joon
is not
went
very
to
white.
jail,
went to jail,
but also was in a Korean jail.
Yep.
And also owns a bar.
Lee Se-young is an ex-cop.
And Lee Se-yeon is an ex-cop.
So
we have a lot of cops
on this season.
A lot of cops on this.
But we also season.
But I also did tend to just try to pick people that have shows Kayla's also seen, and Kayla watches a lot of cop shows.
I do watch, like, mainly, like, cop shows, so that is why.
So, like, that also doesn't help.
And also, like, maybe the amount of cops have to offset the amount of serial killers that are also on this season.
But, like, Lee Seung-gi is both.
He's both. He is both.
I
guess that's a big spoiler to Mouse if you haven't seen Mouse, or if are not done with Mouse. That Lee Seung-gi is a serial killer.
This is spoilers for every show here. Don't come in here if you don't want spoilers.
Yep.
We have to talk about I think that in terms of the people that could make a shelter, I wouldn't be surprised if Lee Si-young could do it. I wouldn't be surprised if Park Seo-joon
can probably do it. Lee Seung-gi can probably do stuff.
Lee Seung-gi could probably do stuff. The rest of them are kind of just around.
They're like white collar, but I don't think any of them are opposed to like building a shelter. So.
No, I also feel like Song Kang, like he works with his hands in terms of like he does painting.
Because like Park Seo-dam's also
I don't think he's afraid of getting his hands
everything.
dirty. Yeah, I think that it's not going to be as good a shelter as the hero shelter, but they're not in the cold.
They're not in the cold, yep.
They're not going to die.
Exactly.
Any update on a showman scale?
We got no showmances and no medevacs yet, so nothing happened on that front.
No one immediately, like, started drowning when they got there?
No. So we're doing okay there.
So the first challenge.
The first challenge is Quest for Fire. Also, I want to mention for the challenges is I picked a pretty wide range between like mid to early Survivor and like recent Survivor, so there's gonna just be like a very wide range of challenges here.
And you did try to like match them up with like difficulty and like what skills are used.
Yes, and like also like appropriate for like what time in the game we play them as well.
Okay.
So Quest for Fire essentially is each team's gonna get in a boat. You're gonna row the boat out into the ocean. You're gonna light a bunch of torches on fire. And then you're gonna come back. And then there is like this very typical Survivor challenge where someone is gonna have to tie a bunch of sticks together in order to make a really long chain of sticks, and then get a key off of like a hook far away.
Okay.
So that is essentially what that challenge is.
Essentially, are they all on the boat rowing?
Yes, everyone is on the boat. Someone is gonna be holding a torch and having to like light the stuff along the way.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna say this now. I do think the Heroes Tribe, with the leadership of Song Joong-ki, is able to row a boat better. Because rowing a boat collectively is about having, like... You kind of need to all be in the same mindset to do that correctly and not just row yourself in circles.
I think Song Joong-ki really, if like for teamwork related task, has like a stranglehold on the Heroes Tribe and is like able to get everyone to work together well.
I can feel like looking at this, like So Yeji has survival skills. I feel like she could tie some ropes together. Like she has got survival skills from trying to escape the cult.
Yeah.
Lee Joon-gi probably has survival skills to tie some sticks together.
Yeah.
Even if you only had Song Joong-ki there to just, like, man the boat and the torch and make sure everybody was rowing, and then someone else had to do, like, the tying.
The thing here is that the Villians tribe is significantly a more physical tribe, but I think they lack the leadership.
I don't know who's leading this.
There's no leadership in that tribe.
I think you have too many strong personalities.
Yeah.
Because I do think that, like, between Taecyeon, I don't think Taecyeon attempts to be the leader, but I don't think he takes anyone's opinions. Logan, I don't think attempts to be the leader, and I think he would follow somebody. Jisung might, because
I think if anybody, it would be Jisung out of everybody
but
left.
I don't know if the serial
because
killers
Lee
fall in line,
and Lee Dongwook aren't coming out full serial killer right at the start.
No,
so.
But I don't know if they take orders well.
I don't know. They might just put up, they might just do it as a pretense for like for the sake of like early game right now. But
but I don't know
like
if
Song
they
Kang's
have as
not
much.
Doing it. Like
Song Kang ain't doing it.
Park Seo-joon
no. Crazy Lady, I think, is a detriment. Crazy Lady
is a physical detriment to that tribe.
I think Crazy Lady comes in crazy.
Yes.
And I think she begins to annoy all of them.
Easily.
I think Crazy Lady might be an early out, because I think she might pull some shit. They might have her, like, doing the rope shit, and she's not, like, she might be like, yeah, no, I can do rope.
Yeah.
They pull up, like, an elaborate
just have, like,
backstory about how
fake
she,
sense of, like, skill or whatever.
Not just that, but also, like, talks a big game about this, like, super long ability of, like, yeah, no, my job at home is this, it always involves... I don't know what job would involve you doing a lot of tying knots. But, like, I don't know, my husband's a fisherman, I know how to do, like, 18 different kinds of knots or some shit like that.
Yeah, and then gets up there
and then it turns out it's all a lie.
Yeah.
It turns out it's all a lie and she's terrible.
Yes, that happens so much more often than you think it does. Where people have a false sense of confidence and they volunteer
exactly.
themselves for something and they suck at it.
I like to think that Crazy Lady fucks it up for them
easily,
and I don't think anybody fucks it up.
And I think that Song Joong-ki, if like we have Song Joong-ki just leading the rowing really well on the heroes, I think that villains could just get completely off course with the rowing aspect.
Because I do think that none of these people are particular. Like no one is going to take enough of a lead to like. Rowing is very easy to fuck yourself in circles
easily.
While rowing.
So I can easily see that happening
without having like one person being like, no, row in time with each other. So I do.
So the heroes, I think
they
win that one.
All right, so the heroes. So then the villains go off to tribal council.
So no one on the villains tribe has the immunity idol yet.
Nope.
So that's not in play.
I think it's easy.
I think they have to vote out the Squid Game woman.
I think they vote out Squid Game
clear
lady.
Physical detriment and also annoying.
Yeah.
She would fit into the category of like archetype of player that I've seen before that is the crazy cat lady. And I think they go out first. Like
a bunch.
I want to say something like 90% of the time that archetype plays the game.
That's fun.
Yeah. But that is 100% her, and, like, I see it happening easily, so.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, so overall, I do think that she's a really easy out.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Alright.
So,
anything?
No one on the villains tribe is gonna have the immunity idol still.
Oh, great.
So that's great.
Anyone
for
medevac?
That. Let's check a showmance and medevacs. No one's getting medevaced.
So no one, so extra vote? No?
I'm not doing that till the merge happen.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know when that happens.
Nothing with showmances either, so.
There's only one legacy advantage?
Yeah. She's gonna, so Yeji's gonna have that until she either uses it or gets voted out of the game and has to give it to someone else.
Alright, so at this point, episode 2 is started. What are we thinking of alliances? Because I have some in my mind that are gonna start happening. Because my very clear one on the villains tribe is I see
our vigilante
serial killer. I see vigilante, not so much vigilante as dead family member
vigilante alliance.
Because you have Logan and his sister, Jisung and his brother. I mean,
and then Seyoung from Guardians.
Seyoung from Guardians, and also Park Seo-joon from Itaewon Class. All four of them.
I can see them getting along real well, the four of them.
Yeah, I can see the four of them getting along pretty well. I don't know about Park So-dam if we count her dad.
I don't think so.
Never mind.
I see Park So-dam getting in with the two serial killers more so than I see her with the vigilante dead family.
With the other thing is I can see her. I can see the three serial killers getting together. Like
I can see Park So-dam, Lee Seung-gi, Lee Dong-wook together. Taecyeon is a little bit more questionable.
I see them bringing Taecyeon in as like a meat shield.
Yeah,
because Taecyeon is starting to annoy everybody.
Taecyeon is going to be so annoying. Taecyeon is the most annoying person. Now that crazy Squid Game lady is gone, Taecyeon is the annoying person.
Yeah, because honestly, no matter which version of Taecyeon we're either getting crazy serial killer Taecyeon who is overconfident and thinks he's the best, or we're getting pretending to be an idiot Taecyeon, who is just like that, who's annoying in the same way that like Lee Junyoung is probably annoying everybody in the Heroes tribe. But we'll get there. Song Kang is by him.
Song Kang has nothing to do with this tribe.
Song Kang is just not having a
Song
good time.
Kang has nothing. He's no idea what to do. He's just like lost.
And puppy. Here's the thing: I can see on the Heroes tribe 3 separate things happening. One, I see Lee Junyoung getting very into Song Ye-jin.
Song Ye-jin is gonna pick up Lee Junyoung and like drag him along with her the entire game as long as she can.
Because genuinely, he needs a strong woman in his life to like beat the shit out of him. And like it's either gonna be her or like So Yeji, because it's not Park Bo Young.
And I don't see So Yeji putting up with him.
And I don't see I see
Song Ye-jin realizing that she can pick him up and drag him along as a vote like the entire game.
Exactly. I see those two forming a 2-person alliance. Yep. I see Song Joong-ki and Lee Joon-gi being a couple. Like, they have very similar, like, ideas of, like, everything like that. And also, I see this, like, teenage boy, or not teenage, but, like, college student alliance forming with Wang Yibo, Park So-ham, maybe So Ye-ji? Maybe. Because she wants friends.
She wants friends.
And Eunwoo.
Yes.
And Hani. Hani can come. Hani is slightly older.
We got like a
Hani is an
younger,
idol, so I think
younger
Hani,
people's alliance.
And it's a 5-person alliance. And then I do also see Park Bo Young. Maybe she can go with like the like adult alliance of Sun
Yejin and Sung Joon-young.
No. Lee Joon-gi and
because Lee Joon-gi and Song Joong-ki are definitely allies. Are adults. The two of them are going to be friends immediately.
But I can also see them also getting annoyed with Lee Joon-young enough to not do Song Ye-jin.
Yeah.
But also seeing this 5-person child alliance and being like, maybe we bring in
maybe we have to
Park
get them
Bo Young.
for the sake
maybe
of
we
it.
Get another adult.
Yeah. And they get Park Bo Young, and we have like we're the
maybe
grown
we
adults
adult
here, and then maybe if they get desperate, they have to pull in Son Ye-jin and get her to bring along Jin Young as a vote.
But here's the thing: I can really see everyone just viewing. If Park Bo Young is in that alliance, I can see all of them just turning on Lee Joon-gi first.
Yeah.
Like, I think that there are 2 very clear next people out.
Yeah.
Depending on what's happening, because I can see Lee Joon-young getting on people's nerves.
He can be very annoying.
Even Song Ye-jin's nerves, to be honest.
And I think it's the thing where she is clearly just using him. Because that is also a strategy in Survivor where they pick up the most annoying person because they're loyal to them.
Just drag them along.
And they try as long as they can to not get them voted out because they know they're a free person to vote out instead of them.
And then again, I do see this kind of... Here's the thing. Here's an idea I have for the young person alliance. Does So Ye-ji tell them about one idol and keep the other one secret? To like strengthen
as like
the
a trust building, probably because I think she is a little bit on the outs of that alliance too.
Yeah,
so she probably tells them about the idol as like a trust building alliance making move.
Because I can see them knowing about like the immunity idol because it's the one she can use immediately, and like that's what she uses to like do that. All right.
So for the challenge, we're gonna play Schmergen Brawl.
Explain that because I don't know what that is.
So I'd like to let everyone know that Schmergen Brawl is no longer played on Survivor because too many people get injured during it. Essentially, there's like a couple tribe members who are up on these platforms on either side of this like large like circular like oval shaped arena. And the lower part of this arena is like the rest of the tribe members. And then Jeff Probst throws 2 like balls into the arena. And then you are essentially brawling with the other people on the bottom part of the arena to get the balls
and
up to the
brawling, do we mean like
full MMA wrestling? Essentially,
in the mud. Are we in water?
No, this isn't like
mud,
just
dirt?
on like in the. It's not in the mud, but it's definitely on like a dirt. Yeah.
Oh, fun. So is it like a soccer ball or like a
football
situation?
It's like a football, weirdly, but they have to get the footballs up to their tribe members who are on the elevated platforms. And then they have to throw the balls into like a basketball hoop that's on the other side of the arena.
So it's like it's
like
MMA
MMA brawling with basketball.
So let me see if I can explain like I'm 5. Let's see if I understood it. It's essentially you MMA fight in the middle, grab a ball, get the ball to other person up top, and then that person has to play basketball over the other arena. What happens if you don't make it in? Does it just
like
again
first to like 3 points or something like that?
So so if it falls back into the arena, they then have to like fucking
if you miss
brawl
it,
again.
It's like a free for all to get the ball back, essentially.
Oh, that sounds like someone's gonna get fucking hurt.
This is why they don't play it anymore, because they've played it twice. They did play it on original Heroes vs. Villains. Too many people get injured during it. It is a dangerous game to be playing.
Like, just the MMA fighting. Alright, so how many people... So I think in the Rules of Survivor, one of the heroes
tribe has to sit out a person.
If I'm being honest... I think it might be Park Bo Young.
I think it's Park Bo Young. I think Park Bo Young sits out of the challenge.
Least. Yeah. It's her or Hani, in my opinion, I think it's Park Bo Young.
Park Bo Young is also, like, dying of brain cancer.
No, I think she's in remission from brain cancer now. Like, I think she's over it, but also, like, in remission from cancer still fucking sucks.
Yes.
Still also, not in great physical condition. Does that put her on the outs again? Because people are like, she's got a too good of a story.
Probably. That's probably going on in the back of everyone's head, is that she has a sob story.
Is she maybe on, like, the outs with, like, the adult team? Because they're like, we're fucking cops.
Yeah.
She is, if we're all there, she's fucking brain cancer. She's gonna win.
Yep.
Alright, so
I think the Villains
out.
tribe wins this because they are physically so much better.
Because here's the thing. How many people are fucking brawling?
I think it's like, they have 9 people, so I think it would be, they keep 3 people on top, and then they would do 3 and 3 at a time in the brawl. So 6 people are gonna brawl.
In the brawl, you'd probably have Taecyeon, Logan, at least Lee Sang-gi, Lee Dong-wook,
Park Seo-joon.
Park Seo-joon, definitely. Either Song Kang or Ji-sung, depending on the day.
Yeah.
Depending on who we think is probably better
and they're
at
basketball. Gonna go up against Wang Yibo and Junyoung and
we have too many young pretty boys.
All of these other
young pretty boys. And I don't think that Song Joong-ki and Lee Jun and
they
Lee
can't win this entire thing
themselves.
Like they can't. No. And there's like too many pretty boys on the Heroes tribe for them to win that.
We have they're smart pretty boys,
right?
But they are
but
pretty
like
boys.
This is a purely physical challenge. I don't think there's any way that group of people is winning that. So unfortunately, they're gonna go to tribal council.
Yeah. So. Here's the thing. We've sort of made a 5-5 alliance.
We have.
Here. Who cracks?
Who's gonna crack? So we have...
Or we could use the idol. Like,
I don't know. My guessing is she's not gonna want to... Because I don't think people are going after her specifically.
Who are they going after?
Because who is it? It's Wang Yibo with Junyoung and Soyeji. And Hani.
And Park Soham.
And then the thing is that this other alliance of 5 is clearly broken up into a 2 and a 3.
So I can see, here's what I can see happening. I can see the alliance of 3, like the original alliance of 3 of like Song Joong-ki, Lee Joon-gi, and Park Bo-young, thinking that maybe they have something with Son Ye-jin and Lee Junyoung.
Yeah.
So many things, so many, like, attempting pronunciation, so many people. But I can also see them then, like, not betraying, but going a different direction.
I see, like, they maybe see the writing on the wall as, like, here are these 5 people who are clearly gonna vote together. Here are these other 2 people, one of whom we find incredibly annoying. Maybe we just sacrifice him.
Yeah, maybe, like, they don't, like, fully go in. Maybe they're like, okay, they're all gonna vote together on probably... I can see the young people being like, he's fucking annoying.
He's like, we can't live with him anymore.
Or here's the thing. Do they pull a bait and switch?
They pull a bait and switch?
Are they like, do we go for the strong people? I think it's too early for them to be like,
because what happens, they clearly just lost a very physical challenge. I don't think they can sacrifice one of Song Joong-ki or Lee Joon-gi yet.
Yeah.
It's not time for that
I think that's like a later play for them. But I do see all of them being annoyed enough.
I think it's in discussion that it's like, what if we take out one of the big guys? But then it's like, we can't do that yet.
Yeah, and I can see the other alliance of 3 just being like, they're too much of wild cards in this 2-person alliance.
Yeah, and it's clearly so much that I think they're doing it, so they're getting Son Ye-jin, like, out of power because she's just clearly gonna drag him along and he's gonna do what she tells him to.
They know what she's doing, and they're gonna, like...
And they're gonna cut that off immediately. It's like, we're not even gonna attempt to allow you to do that.
We're not entertaining this.
Yeah.
We're not entertaining this fact.
No.
I like that. I like that we're getting rid of Lee Junyoung next.
Lee Junyoung is gonna go next.
I think that they blindside both him and Soyeji with it, because they think that they're all gonna vote for, like, I don't fucking know, Wang Yibo or something.
Yeah, I don't think they definitely just like keep up the pretenses that like the other 3 of them are gonna do that, and maybe they lie that they pulled in like Wang Yibo or something to help them, so it's gonna be fine. But
it didn't work out.
It didn't work out for him.
I can see the adult tribe being somewhat intelligent in that way.
Yes. So now we're on episode 3. Let me do all these idol generatings.
Idol generation.
No one's gonna find the idol.
God, the Villains tribe doesn't know how to find shit.
A disaster.
Oh! What's next?
I'm gonna do medevacs and I do showmances.
Medevac is nobody, I don't think.
Oof. I got 2 people on medevac.
Oh!
So I gotta do that again.
One more medevac. Who is it?
Hang on. I gotta regenerate, and then whoever is getting the higher number. Oh, Unwoo's gonna get medevaced.
Oh, Unwoo! Unwoo fucking got hurt and Schmergen.
I think he gets, like, someone rams him into, like, because there's a pretty common thing where someone gets, like, thrown into a fence.
Oh!
And maybe he's, like, getting medical attention right after the challenge, but then, like, it's too severe to let him continue, yeah.
Oh, poor.
That's
poor
like
Unwoo.
Really sad for Unwoo.
Aw, I can see Unwoo being the one that has to get medevaced after Schmergen Brawl.
I can see it. Like, he is just too much of a sweet boy for that.
Aw.
Goodbye, Unwoo.
Alright. Bye, Unwoo. No showmance?
I'm only getting matching numbers for people who are on opposite tribes, so that's not gonna do anything for right now.
So they can't flirt?
Yeah. So that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna roll medevacs anymore, so we're not gonna have any more.
So that's our medevac for the season.
That's gonna be our medevac.
You never stood a chance.
Unfortunately, it's
now the alliance is sort of broken a little bit.
Oh, that's like a big, like, game-changing thing, maybe, for the rest of the people on that tribe.
Not necessarily. Because there's still 4 to, like, 3, maybe 4.
3 and a 4. Maybe 4?
3 and a maybe 4. Because I can see... Here's the thing with this. Since So Yejin's one partner left, and she was betrayed, I can see her turning to the Young Bucks and being like, nah, fuck them. Alright, so what's the next challenge?
The next challenge is the blindfolded challenge, which is, like, one of my favorite things that they play on Survivor. There's a lot of different iterations of this. This one I imagine to be, like, the one they have in Heroes vs. Villains, where there's a bunch of just large puzzle pieces scattered around a field. One person is going to be the caller, the rest of the tribe are going to be blindfolded, and the caller has to yell at the blindfolded people to go get the puzzle pieces and bring them back, and then they have to solve the puzzle.
Okay.
The villains tribe actually is going to have to sit out a person.
They are. Who are we sitting out? I can see them sitting... No, this is a controversial take. I can see them sitting out Taecyeon by force because he does not follow directions well.
Yeah.
But how do...
They could make Taecyeon the caller.
They could make Taecyeon the caller. Maybe they sit out, like, Song Kang or Park So-dam.
Yeah, that's one of the weaker people, probably.
Who's a weaker Lee... I don't know. Lee Se-young is an adult.
Yeah, it's probably, like, Song Kang. Let's go Song Kang. He's gonna sit out the challenge. Kang. I think Taecyeon is probably the caller for the villains because he's very loud and obnoxious, and
here's the thing. Helpful. I think Taecyeon's a shit caller.
He's probably bad.
I don't think Taecyeon is good at puzzles.
I think he's gonna
I think he's gonna be good
at getting them the caller
doesn't
have to solve the puzzle on the their own. But when they get to the puzzle solving, that's like an everybody.
They can unblindfold
the puzzle. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I somehow think that the Heroes tribe is better. Because
Song Joongki is definitely the caller of the Villains tribe, and I think Song Joongki gives great direction.
I think Jung Gonki gives better directions than Taecyeon, to be honest. Yeah. And then I think at the end of the day, between, like, Wang Yibo does video games, he's good at puzzles. Park So-ham, he's like all these younger guys, like a video game designer.
Yeah, like a video game designer.
Good at puzzles.
Good at puzzles.
I can see all of the people are competent enough where I think that they could be good at puzzles. Mm-hmm. The Villains tribe are competent people. Nothing about them tells me puzzles are the thing
that they are good at.
Like, puzzles are their thing. Because, like, the puzzle itself is, like, no matter what kind of puzzle it is, you still have to have, like, the vision of a puzzle.
And it's
and
like,
I don't see any of them being that good at puzzles. The Village tribe is just
a white collar, too, that I don't see them, like...
I also don't see any of these people doing fucking...
puzzles, yeah.
I don't see any of them doing puzzles on the, like, dining room table at night. Yeah. Like, it's not even that kind. Mm-hmm. So I can see maybe, like... Taecyeon is kind of shaky with the calls anyway.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of obnoxious.
Because he's obnoxious and he's probably, like, shouting in a way that doesn't make any sense to anybody else.
Also, I feel like he probably insults them.
He probably is very insulting.
Like, he's probably like, you fucking idiots!
Yeah.
Like, I can see him actually just being, like, actively not helpful at times, so I do think that maybe the heroes edge it out.
Because this is another one of these situations where, like, we put Song Joongki in a leadership role, and this is, like, very much a leadership-driven challenge that I think that helps them tremendously.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And the Villain tribe is not good enough at puzzles that they can make, like, a surprise.
Yeah, I also see them having to do Taecyeon as the caller, not because they think he'd be the best caller, because I do think someone like maybe Jisung or
Jisung's
like
probably
Lee
better.
Sang is probably better, but I don't think they trust Taekyung enough to take direction.
Yeah, and I think Taekyung is probably pretty insistent that he be the caller as well,
Yeah,
and no one else wants to make that the big conflict, so they're gonna be like, whatever, just let him do it.
I see that too.
Yeah.
So
the Heroes Tribe is gonna win.
Yay.
Hooray.
I think this might be a good, like, maybe hero moment for both Wang Yibo and Park So-ham to, like, maybe see themselves as, like, contestants.
Yeah.
Because, like, they seem like they'd be good at puzzles. Just in terms of their jobs.
Yeah, fair.
So what happens at the...
So what happens with our Villains tribe?
Do they all
Do we just vote out Song Kang because, like, he has no one here?
Here's the thing. I could see them just getting annoyed with Taekyung, who actively sabotages.
And he did just, like, actively sabotage this last,
Yeah. Because Song Kang wasn't even involved.
He wasn't involved. They sat him out. So,
like, I think that he goes under the radar.
He's so on the outs that, like, no one cares about him.
Not so much on the outs, but, like, I can see him being brought into, like...
Because what are our alliances here? Our alliances are Logan and Jisung and Park Seo-joon and Lee Si-young. That's an alliance. Yeah. Then there's the Lee Sang-gi, Lee Dong-wook, Park Soo-dam alliance with Taekyung kind of in that.
Kind of there. But I can also see them being like, because I can see that the other alliance, once they see that Taekyung is there, they might start seeing, like, well, they're gonna vote us out because we have an active person sabotaging our tribe.
And the other three people in his alliance might just be, like,
annoyed.
He botched the challenge so bad that, like, maybe this is the time where they go to Song Kang, they pull in Song Kang like, as a replacement of Taekyung, and then they just vote him out.
Because they were already using Taekyung as a meat shield.
Yeah.
Now they have, like, a passive meat shield. Yes. And Song Kang's only thing in his show is that he's hot with women.
Yes.
Maybe they use Park So-dam to, like, entice him
in.
Hey, there's
I think Park So-dam is, like, willing to do that, to go over to Song Kang and, like, pull him in.
Also, he's not unattractive. Like, I think she could see it as, like, I'll flirt. Yeah, I see that happening. Alright, so Taekyung's out.
Taekyung's gonna leave.
Taekyung, unfortunately, you're done.
Taekyung, it was a nice run. I don't think he had any chance, and to begin with. I'm gonna run the idols before we do the tribe swap, I think, is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So we're gonna get all our, immunity idol, maybe?
Song Kang's gonna find the immunity idol.
Oh! Song Kang!
Song Kang really needed that.
Song Kang really needed that.
Yep.
Alright, anyone for...
Let's run for showmances before I'm gonna have to, like, redo this completely.
If we get a showmance between him and Park So-dam, I will be so happy.
That's, like, written in the cards at that point.
It's written in the stars. Yeah. I'm making one already in my mind. But also, I kind of want a good showmance on Survivor, because, like, I feel like Survivor fucking makes more couples than the fucking Bachelor. Real couples than the Bachelor.
This is correct. Nothing for showmances.
Ugh.
We'll get there eventually, maybe. Who knows? We'll get a showmance this season.
Kayla, I need us to rig a showmance. How do we rig a showmance?
So, what's gonna happen is... Oh, actually, because of the medevac, it completely negates the twist that was gonna happen, so... We're just gonna gonna tribe swap.
Okay, so Kayla, before we go... because I have been watching some shit about Survivor, is that sometimes fucking Jeff will just love a person.
Yes.
Who does Jeff love?
Jeff is in love with Song Joong-ki. Jeff loves alpha males. Song Joong-ki is absolutely Jeff's favorite of the season.
Okay. Cool. We figured out who Jeff's favorite. Jeff is gonna be so upset
Song
when
Joong-ki
eventually
is
our
one
young
of Jeff
men...
Probst's favorite people to ever play Survivor.
I can see that. I can see that a lot. He's very competent.
Yeah.
I can also see him getting very annoyed at a bunch of adorable young people.
Yes.
Spry young people fucking eventually are gonna maybe turn on Song Joong-ki. I don't know. That's the writing I'm seeing on the walls right now.
Yep.
I feel like I'm watching this week to week. This feels great.
This is great. I love this.
I love this so much. So, like, the Eunwoo thing really just threw a wrench in it. I'm excited. I'm so sad. Eunwoo can't even be on the tribal council. When do we start making the council?
So once the merge happens, people are going to end up on the jury. So
yes! The jury. I'm so excited. Alright, so what happens?
So,
who are our new tribes?
Our new tribes. On one tribe, we're gonna have Lee Se-young from The Guardians, Park So-dam from Parasite, Hani from Idol the Coup, So Ye-ji from Save Me, Song Joong-ki from Descendants of the Sun, Lee Sang-gi from Mouse, Song Kang from Remember the Last, and Ji-sung from The Devil Judge. The other tribe is gonna be Park So-joon from Itaewon Class, Son Ye-jin from Crash Landing on You, Park So-ham from Semantic Error, Park Bo-young from Doom at Your Service, Logan from The Penthouse, Lee Dong-wook from Strangers from Hell, Lee Joon-gi from Criminal Minds, and Wang Yibo from Gank Your Heart. Oh, very different tribes happened.
All right. So life got fucked. Let's figure out what occurred.
What occurred here?
So what alliances are still intact?
So we have
I think
not a lot of alliances still intact.
Okay, so what we got is that Lee Se-young and Ji-sung are still together.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it from there.
Yep.
Park So-dam and Lee Sang-gi and maybe Song Kang, but I can see Song Kang getting roped into something else that I'll get to in a minute.
3, 4, 5. It's like a 5-3 split on the villains versus heroes on one tribe.
Yeah.
Because
here's the thing, though. Because I can see Song Joong-ki and, like, the other two girls getting into an alliance. Here's the thing. I think that Song Kang finally...
He found his people.
He found his people, and he also found a woman he can seduce.
Yes.
Hani.
Yes.
He can seduce Hani.
He's gonna use his
figured it out.
Hani.
He found... Because Park So-dam is a little too aggressive for him. She's a little too, like, I know what I want. I can see him going for Hani.
Yes.
And I can see Hani being into it, but, like, both... She's got Song Joong-ki on the tribe with her, and So Ye-ji, and they're both looking at it like, girl, no. Girl, no. But we can use him.
Yep,
girl, get him in, but girl, do not fall for it.
Yes. I think Hani is a smart enough person that she sees through it.
She won't fall for it.
She's gonna let it happen because it's gonna benefit them.
But she also has Song Joong-ki and So Ye-ji, because I don't even see that, like, old person, young person
because
alliance.
I
that
think
didn't
Song
really
Joong-ki
get
is very much of, like, heroes are gonna stay strong. So he's probably never had bad will with the other two, so they're like, now that we're here, we're a solid
that,
3.
Like, they all went against, Lee Jun-young the first time. So, like, there was never a head of these two alliances.
Yeah. So I think now that there are only
like,
3 of them and they're against 5 of the villains, they're gonna stay strong
they need
together.
to bring in
They're
Song
gonna
Kang
bring in Song
immediately.
Kang. And that gives them a little bit more of a chance, but then they got 2 immunity idols too.
And they have 2 immunity idols.
They're not gonna know that.
We're good.
Hani and So Ye-ji probably know that she has that idol. No one knows Song Kang has the idol.
No one, they have 2 immunity
idols.
I
don't think Song Kang's gonna tell anyone he has the idol.
I think maybe if this goes on for like another, not this episode, maybe in another episode or 2, if Hani really puts the moves on.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that Park So-dam has had time to get the idol out of Song Kang, but I can see, because she's like keeping him at a distance.
Right.
I can see if Hani really, because Hani can really just be very personable with him. I think she could get it out of him.
Yeah.
And at that point, I think Hani and So Ye-ji know that So Ye-ji has the idol. I don't think Song Joong-ki knows yet.
Right.
And also, So Ye-ji only said about one idol. She didn't say about the other one.
Right.
So I can see this really this is a strong alliance. And then...
The other tribe is the opposite, because I think that has 3 villains.
It has, Park So-joon of Itaewon Class, and Logan
it's got
from
Logan,
the
Lee
original
Dong-wook, and
alliance.
So-joon.
But, like, Lee Dong-wook doesn't have any allies here.
No.
At all.
Nope.
At all.
Because Logan and Park So-joon have got the Vigilante Alliance.
Yeah. And then
Lee Dong-wook's here.
Lee Dong-wook's here. I can see So Ye-jin having to, like, align herself with Wang Yibo and Lee Joon-gi.
Yeah. Because we've got, like, a kind of a remnants
again.
Of this. We got two young
people,
person alliance. Then we have the old person alliance.
We have 2 of the old people alliance.
Yeah.
And then I can see them sort of bringing in So Ye-jin.
Yeah.
Because
now that she's lost Jun Young, I think the 3 of them,
Here's the thing. I see this tribe swap making the heroes a stronger group collectively, because they never had any problems. I see the villains having had problems.
Villains had a lot of problems.
They had a lot of problems. There's a lot of inter-tribe conflict.
Of a tribe.
Exactly. So I see the heroes, like, converging together. And maybe even getting some of the villains on their side like they did with Song Kang.
Yes.
Alright, so what's the challenge?
The challenge for this round, we're playing basketball in the water. It's what it sounds like. We're playing basketball in the water. We're in, like, waist deep water, and then there's like a court, 2 hoops on it, and you just got, it's like first to 3 wins.
Here's the thing. Wangibo does play basketball in Gank Your Heart.
Wangibo does play basketball.
So I think that is the only... Because I think between him, Park So-ham is
like
so tall.
6'5".
He can fucking dunk it in with his fucking hands. Yep. You throw him, you throw
I think
Wangibo,
Park So-joon's pretty good.
Park So-joon...
I think Lee Joon-gi's pretty good.
Yes.
So that's like 4 of them.
I think they win because I don't know who's good at...
Because it's like, again, it's like Song Joong-ki is like, again, here by himself having to carry this entire tribe of people.
Well, I think even more so now because you have all, like...
Because all of the women ended up on that tribe.
Except for 2 of them.
But then it's like Song Kang. It's like Song Kang's not...
Song Kang's an art student.
Helpful.
Song Kang don't do sports.
Ji-sung is like a middle-aged man.
Ji-sung's a middle-aged man. Park So-ham is also an art student, yes, but he does video games and he's also 6'4". Yes.
And then, like Lee Seung-gi's probably helpful, but, like, not up against these other people.
Yeah, not up against a giant man. Park So-joon was in prison. I think you play basketball in prison. Yeah. You gotta pass the time doing something.
Oh, yeah.
And then Wangibo actually actively played basketball. I think win.
That's an easy win for them.
Okay, so they win.
And then this is the interesting tribe, too, of alliances to figure out what would happen here.
Here's the thing. So, what is the clear alliance here? I think the clear alliance is Hani, Song Joong-ki,
and So Ye-ji. That's a pretty solid alliance.
So Ye-ji, solid. They know for a fact. I think that they believe they can get Song Kang in there. Yeah. Because they can be like...
I think Song Kang is pretty willing to flip to them
Song Kang is willing to flip. I think especially with, like, 2 hot girls that he thinks he can maybe get with. Sure.
Yeah.
I think
so that puts it split 4 and 4.
It puts it split 4 and 4, but I don't think that Ji-sung is willing to work with... I think especially Ji-sung I don't think is willing to work with Lee Sang-gi. Yeah. I don't think he's willing to work with him. I don't think those 2 seem like very different ideologies. I see the 2 different...
Because then it's like after that we're left with like, because it was the Park So-dam with Lee Sang-gi, that was an alliance. And then it was Lee Se-young and then Ji-sung were in an alliance.
Here's the thing. Do they just try to go for the strongest I'm trying to think, because I don't see the 4 of them working together at all. I don't see the 4 of them
because I feel like there's too many just different things happening there.
There's too many different ideologies. Or, here's the thing.
The other thing I can see happening is if all of these 4 other people go to these 3 heroes, they say, we're willing to sacrifice Song Kang. But Song Kang knows he's not in trouble because he has an idol.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. They're willing to sacrifice Song Kang. Yeah. But Song Kang goes to them separately. Yeah. And is like, I know. Like,
they're gonna vote for me, like, but I have
a TV moment in my head. Yeah. Okay. Think with me. The 3 of them go to all of them without Song Kang go to the heroes.
4 of them, yeah, the 4 villains that are left.
Yeah, the 4 that aren't Song Kang go to the 3 heroes, and they're like, let's just get rid of Song Kang.
We're willing to sacrifice it.
The 3 heroes look at this and we're like, no, then we become outnumbered by the 4 of them. No. We're gonna go to Song Kang and bring him into our alliance and then deadlock it 4 to 4.
Yeah.
And then Song Kang is like, I know. And that's why I have this. And he pulls out the idol. Yes. And he's like, I will use it on they will vote for me. I will use it for myself.
And then us 4 have to vote for somebody else. So who do they want to get out the most?
Who is the strong? I think they make the play of who is the strongest competitor.
of
and
this,
I
which is
think
probably Lee Seung-gi.
that it's either Lee Seung-gi or Jisung, and I think that they're more willing to take this moment to get rid of Lee Seung-gi than Jisung. I think Jisung is still playing it more of a mind game as opposed to a physical game, considering he's a middle-aged man.
Because he's like an old man.
Yes, so I think we go with I think we're a tribal council.
Yes.
Everyone's smug. Everyone's like, yeah. They all vote. They're all like, fuck you, Song Kang.
Yeah, Song Kang pulls out the idol.
Yeah, and I don't know how Jeff says if anyone wants to pull out an idol. I don't know how that works.
Right before they read the votes, Song Kang, if anyone wants to use an immunity idol, please use it now.
And like Song Kang just saunters over and is like, bam, and then you just gasps from all around.
Yep.
The hero's tribe is very smug, and then we start reading, and it's like Lee Seung-gi. Lee Seung-gi. Boom. I don't know if Jeff says anything, if he just deletes. I don't know what he does if they take out a vote that doesn't count.
He just says does not count anything? Whenever he reads it.
So it's just Song Kang does not count. Lee Seung-gi. Bam, bam, bam. He's out.
Is gone.
It's the moment.
Goodbye.
Twitter goes wild.
Yes, Song Kang is a new icon.
Song Kang
is the new icon of the season.
I think the women go wild.
The women go wild everyone's for Song Kang.
And also, like, everyone's like, fuck. Lee Seung-gi was, like, up there with, like, he's a strong player. Maybe he's gonna win. No. Bam. And then the villains are like, fuck.
Yep.
So that was exciting. That was the most exciting tribal council yet.
Exciting. So on this
we
tribe,
made a TV
I'm
moment.
gonna rehide an immunity idol because one just got used.
Also, I think it's very funny because I think at this moment they also tricked Song Kang into using his idol.
I think so. They were just like, let's get him to use the idol.
It.
Yeah, just let him get rid of that now.
Because, like, he pulled it out and he's like, I have this, it's not gonna work even if you do it. And then they're like,
well, now that we know
shit,
he has it,
that.
and he's he's gonna get rid of it right now, so we know there won't be another one.
And also, at least we now, like, he can't blindside us with it later.
Yes.
He could we just nullify it.
Exactly.
Also, does the other tribe have an idol?
No, because So Yeji has the other one. I'm gonna
I meant the bottom tribe.
I'm gonna rehide, actually, idols on both of them since they swapped.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Because they would have gotten a new one regardless if Song Kang didn't use it. But if, like, he did, I think they get a second one, is how I would have done that.
Okay.
But
I'm so this is so fun.
Yeah.
We're making great TV.
Sun Ye Jin on the other tribe's gonna find an idol.
Ooh! That throws a wrench.
Yeah.
That throws a wrench. The heroes are really dominating, I think, from now.
They are.
It's interesting.
No one on the other tribe is gonna get it. Oh, actually, hang on. No, that's the wrong number. Because, you know what? No, never mind. It's the right number. Yeah, so Sun Ye Jin's gonna have an idol. Let me roll for showmances again.
Showmances?
I don't think we're having any yet.
Kayla, I'm giving you so much material for a showmance. It's all I know how to do is make fake showmances.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting any yet.
We're setting the seeds. There's gonna be one later.
Once we get to the merge and everyone's on the same tribe, I think the chances for showmances, like, skyrocket.
Goes up immensely.
They're all gonna be on the same tribe, so.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay. So, we're on episode 5.
Episode 5, yes. They gotta sit out a person.
One person?
This tribe.
Think Park Bo Young sits out again.
Bo Young is probably gonna sit it out.
Cause I looked at what the challenge is, and I don't think she's good.
Yeah, they get to know the challenge before they sit out a person. The challenge is what I call the running in a circle challenge, where their tribes are gonna be carrying essentially like a 60 or 70 pound
backpack.
Like it's like I like it where it's like just a giant snake.
A giant snake
that weighs like
not
70
a real
pounds,
snake, obviously.
And then they're
not a real snake, obviously.
The two tribes are they're gonna start at like opposite ends of this very large track, and essentially they're just gonna keep running around it until one tribe catches up to the back side of the other tribe and like tags them.
So essentially it is just an endurance test of if you're basically making up track as you go along.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
And
that's
then,
fun.
if you can't be in the challenge anymore, you drop out of the challenge, but that means your other tribe mates are carrying more weight.
Your weight?
Yeah.
So the weight stays the same. The weight
the weight will be the same. That's
20,
the thing, is that if you drop out, your other tribe mates
40,
are carrying
60,
more.
80.
And unfortunately, I think
it's 140.
This tribe
it's
is gonna lose again.
I think so too, because at the end, I'm like looking at it, not so much who would drop out.
Yeah.
Like, not so much. Unless you think that Song Joong-ki can fucking, like,
Carry
mind
it
game
himself.
that shit. No, but, like, mind game that shit with, like, him. I don't fucking know.
It's like, because who is going to be helping him? It's him, because they just got rid of Lee Seung-gi, so it's him and Ji-sung and Song Kang.
Him, Lee Sung, Song Kang, and I think
We see Young probably hangs in there a while.
I see Park So-dam getting out. I see Hani getting out early. I see
gonna drop.
So Ye-ji probably. I think she stays in longer than Hani, but I think she drops eventually. I see Park So-joon sticking around. Park So-ham probably sticking around. The thing here is I don't know who's.
Lee Joon-gi is gonna be there for that whole thing.
True, but
the thing is I think the other tribe has more people who are gonna stay in the challenge longer.
Yeah, but it's. Do you think they can make up the? Because there's got to be strategy to this, because you're in water, right?
Well,
or this in land.
They've done it both on land and in the water.
Okay.
There is essentially there is strategy. I don't think it works ever. Essentially, whoever has more stronger people on their tribe wins. Like, that's how it works every time. There is really no way to strategy your way through it.
Okay, all right. I was just trying to give the other tribe something.
Yeah.
I was trying to make it work, but I
don't think it works. Because it's happened a long time where they have a couple of people at the end who are able to hold it in, but it's just like there's no way that they make up this space to win.
Yeah.
It's just delaying the inevitable.
Fair. So our we haven't given any of these tribes names, but
this hot mess of a tribe is gonna go back to tribal council.
Yeah, the hot mess of a tribe, essentially led now by Song Joong-ki.
Now
I think they're regretting maybe letting go of.
And now they saw this challenge and they're just like, "We fucked up, letting go of Lee Seung-gi."
We fucked up. But I do think that that's what happens sometimes.
It is what happens. Is you fuck up and then it's like you gotta live with the consequences.
They saw a grand opportunity. Because I think they were like, well, fuck, we have to work with these people now. Mm-hmm. So again, I think we're still dealing with our main tribe of Hani, Song Joong-ki, So Ye-ji, and Song Kang now.
Yep.
And now I think they have their pick of the lot of who leaves. Yep. I think they're a dominant.
I think they do.
Because I don't see them getting. I don't see Park So-dam, Lee Si-young, and Ji-sung, like.
They're not getting it together.
They're not getting it together. I do see them sacrificing Park So-dam, though.
Yeah. Because the other two are in a separate alliance. And so they probably are like, we need to save ourselves, so let's just go throw Park So-dam under the bus to the other people.
I think they do, and I think the other tribe maybe splits votes in case someone has an idol. Yeah. Maybe they're like, they all, like, vote separately for a different person, then, like, the other two vote enough for Park So-dam and she leaves.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn. Unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
Wow.
This one tribe, it's like, this is what it would be called, like, the hot mess tribe when the tribe swap happens, because it's like, they're clearly gonna lose every challenge because they're, like, bad at everything.
So it's really just picking off people? And then the strategy
is just, like, a disaster.
The strategy is just gone. Mm-hmm. Ugh. And then this other tribe is just thriving.
They're thriving.
They haven't even had to, like, I don't think this tribe has even had to, like, fully, like, iron out the alliances.
They haven't.
Because they haven't
had to think about it yet.
Yeah, they're just like, if we keep winning and working together enough. Because they even have, like, the lesser villains.
They do.
They have Lee Dong-wook, but he's so isolated that, like, his main guy left.
Right, exactly.
When did the other tribe figure out that someone left? Because they don't go to tribal council.
They show up at the challenge with a missing person, and then that's when they find out. How they find out. Gone, yeah.
Is that how That's how Lee Dong-wook found out he lost his friend. Mm-hmm. Oh, unfortunate.
I can't believe this. So he's gonna find a second immunity idol.
I love it. Do you get to do that?
Yeah, you can have 2. But that's all the immunity idols in the game now, so I'm gonna stop rolling for them now, but that's,
Holy
there's
shit.
4 of them in the game now.
There's 4 of them in the game, and Soyeji has 3 of them.
Soyeji has 3. Yep.
Has 3 because she also has the, fucking legacy advantage.
Yep, she has 2 of those, she has the legacy advantage, and then, Song Kang used 1, and then, Son Ye Jin has the other one.
Oh god.
Yep.
I feel like she's getting a target on her back.
The thing is, people probably don't know she has all of these things.
They don't know, but I do think that, like, I think once she uses something, there's gonna be a target on her back.
Yeah. Once you use one, like, Song Kang definitely is getting, like, a side eye from people now, but I don't think,
means,
like,
yeah.
Yeji is there yet. Because Hani knows she has one, but she doesn't know she has a legacy advantage, she doesn't know she has the other one.
Fair. I think it's more like once she uses one, and then maybe if she, like, also has the legacy advantage, her tribe her, like, alliance starts to, like, look at her like, can you...
Yeah.
Maybe I maybe, once you use one, see a blindside coming.
Right.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see, because this alliance is, once they get back together, is this young person alliance, other than Unwoo that got medevac,
yes,
is fully intact still, if they ever come back together.
Yes.
Especially if the other alliance doesn't have to form any more alliances together.
Right.
The fact that I can see Hani and Soyeji dropping, Song Joong-ki, because he's, like, too much of a powerful threat, bringing along Song Kang, and then just picking up their other boys along the way.
Yep.
That's a powerhouse. Is that how Survivor works? I don't know. I'm making up my own rules.
It could happen.
For this game.
So the next challenge is going to be crossing a balance beam challenge.
So we're on episode 6.
Yep. So this is where the entire tribal 6, the one tribe's going to have to set out 2 people. Your 6 people are going to be on a balance beam, and essentially you have to get the person on the end of the balance beam all the way over to the other end of the balance beam by, like, crossing over the people. So it's like a fun balancing game.
What do you mean by crossing over the people?
Like, you're on a balance beam, but you have to, like, literally cross over the people. Like, you have to go
you have to, like,
around them or, like, on top of them. Around the across the balance beam.
Are they attempting to stop you, or are they
No,
just
this is your own tribe that you're doing it with.
Okay, fun. So, here's the thing. I see them maybe sitting out... You know who I think maybe doesn't have great balance? Park So-ham.
I think he's too tall.
He's very
big.
I think
he needs to sit out. I also think,
like, difficult.
Logan or Lee Dong-wook are sitting out.
I see maybe Lee Dong-wook. I think Logan's more agile.
Yeah.
I see Lee Dong-wook and Park So-ham sitting out because they're both, like,
tall.
gangly and tall.
Too tall. Bad balance.
Too much of a lot. Who is crossing?
Everyone has to cross eventually.
Everyone has to cross?
Yeah. So you want in theory, you want your smallest person on the end because they have to go across the most people.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Who then is that, like, main person? I can see them doing Soyeji from the first tribe, and maybe this is really where Park Bo-young shines? Because I can see her having decent balance. Yeah.
The thing is I think this might be the challenge that this other team
loses, because
I think they put Ji-sung right at the end, so he's crossing the least amount of people. But I think they have a more agile tribe.
I do too, because they have a lot of, like...
Because they have Song Kang, and I think Song Joong-ki is just kind of good at everything. Hani is small, so Lee Se-young is small, so Yeji is small. And then Ji-sung, if they put Ji-sung at the end, and he can just kind of be there.
I've watched The Devil Judge. He's very agile.
Yeah, so I don't think he's a detriment.
Yeah, I see this other tribe having too many.
Because this other tribe is like Park So-joon's probably not that good at it. Logan is not probably that good at it.
No, we got rid of 2 people that were probably, like, the worst at it. Wang Yibo's probably not that good at it. He's tall too.
Yeah. So
Joon-gi's also tall.
I think that other tribe, the Hot Mess tribe, wins that challenge.
Hot Mess tribe got through it.
They got through it.
Okay, so what is the?
So now they got to think about strategy. Here? This other tribe.
We were just saying that they hadn't thought about strategy. So here's the thing. You got your Park So-ham and Wang Yibo are here.
Yes.
I think they can rope, and then you have So Ye-jin, Park Bo-young, and
Bo-young and Lee Joon-gi.
I can see all of them consolidating to...
I think they can consolidate into heroes.
I think they consolidate into heroes, because I don't see any of them joining up with Lee Dong-wook.
Like Lee Dong-wook and with Logan and with Park So-joon.
And here's the thing. I can see who are... Because they've already seen the other tribe fuck up by getting rid of Lee Sang.
Yes.
So I don't think they get rid of Park So-joon. I think they maybe even consolidate Park So-joon into their tribe, because he's completely... Like, no, he has Logan. Never mind.
He has Logan.
Maybe they...
Maybe it's like they just sense the bad vibes off of Lee Dong-wook.
Lee Dong-wook? I mean, Lee Joon-gi did have to find another serial killer.
Yeah. So maybe, like, Lee Joon-gi goes and has got a really bad feeling about Lee Dong-wook.
And also, I think Logan is more willing to work with the heroes than he is to work with Lee Dong-wook.
Yes. I think him and Park So-joon are probably more willing to work with them than Lee Dong-wook.
So I think they get rid of Lee Dong-wook. Yeah. Another villain
down.
Rip.
R.I.P.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
He also
dies.
We're not killing these people.
You don't get killed. This isn't the Hunger Games.
You don't get killed on Survivor. It's fine. Mm-hmm. Great. We're on episode 7.
Yep.
Everything is sort of...
Oh, I can re-roll for showmances, but I can't do idols anymore.
Fuck yeah, showmance. Showmance.
Oh, we got a showmance. It is the most bizarre showmance I think I've ever seen.
Go on.
We have a showmance between Park So-ham and Logan from the penthouse.
I mean, Park So-ham is gay.
He is gay.
Or at least bisexual.
Yes.
I didn't think he was into older men. I think
he was gonna be into Logan from the penthouse.
But, like, maybe they're starting to, like, get to know each other. Okay. Like, look, honestly, Logan is really into people that are maybe not fully age appropriate for him. Look at his wife on the penthouse.
This is true.
God knows what that age difference is. I set up so many fucking showmances.
That's not one that we ever none of anyone saw coming.
But like, I think it's like a slow showmance. Maybe
it
works out, maybe it doesn't. It's a slow burn. They're like flirting.
Yep.
Oh, fucking Park So-ham broke up with his boyfriend.
Yep. Maybe he came on here after having broke up with his boyfriend and is like looking for love.
For love?
Yeah.
No, maybe
I don't know what he's finding in Logan.
Here's the thing. No, I have a better storyline. He came here, his boyfriend's a little cold, maybe he, whatever. He's, like, maybe starting to, like, Logan's maybe taking on the role of, like, a mentor figure to him. Maybe, like, he's, like, maybe feeling things, but he doesn't want to, like, cheat on his boyfriend on national television. Yeah. We'll see if he makes it. When is family?
Family is a long time from now. Family doesn't happen
see if he makes
until episode 12.
Alright, well, we're on episode 7.
Yeah.
7? No. Yeah, we're on episode 7. We'll see. We'll see what we get here.
Episode 7.
So that also...
Oh, go ahead.
That also kind of fucks the alliance if... he's getting into Logan.
We do have, like, a cross-alliance showmance.
We'll see what that brings.
Yep.
We'll see what it brings.
We'll see what happens there.
Stacking weights on
Maybe
people.
This is how Logan, like, saves himself from being eliminated next.
Is that he starts
a showmance.
See, this isn't... So it's not, like, a fully, like... We think it's real, but maybe in Logan's head he's plotting.
Yeah. And it's it's also, it's like could be that also, I don't know, it's just weird. It's a weird
We're trying to make it work. We're trying to make it work, but we'll get there. Maybe it's just a connection.
Yep.
The heart wants what it wants.
Yep.
Alright, so what's stacking weights on people? So the
stacking weights on people challenge is they're gonna pick 3 representatives to hold weights. The other tribe is gonna decide who they want to stack the weights on. And then it just goes on for a really long time. They keep putting weights on people. And then whoever is last left standing holding the weights is gonna win. They don't necessarily really have to sit out a person just because it's like 3 people are gonna hold weights and the other people are just gonna stand making decisions on where to put the weights.
So do they technically still do have to?
I think they do technically.
So,
they probably set out Park Bo-young just for like, sure.
Yeah, sure. She's our MVP of sitting out this year.
Who's gonna hold the weights? I think Song Joongki's definitely holding weights.
Definitely. I think they probably give it
to Jisung.
Maybe
I think they give it to Jisung. Song Joongki.
I think they give it to Jisung, but I think they probably. I don't think they give it to Song Kang. I think they give it to Lee Si-young.
I think they do. I think they give it to Lee Si-young over Song Kang.
I think so. And this one, I think Park So-joon.
They give it to Park So-joon.
I can see them giving it to Park So-ham.
I think they give it to Lee Joon-gi too.
And Lee Joon-gi. I think those 3 definite.
Yeah. And probably to Park So-ham, just because.
Yeah, because Park So-ham is pretty muscular. Mm-hmm. I see
what
that
this
happening.
comes down to is Song Joongki could win this for his team
by himself.
Like that could happen.
Here's the thing, I could see that
because it depends.
But do
what
they
it
try
really
to like?
depends on is
but
how
does the other
long
team
Lee
attempt
Si-young
to kill him?
Jisung can hold out because I think Jisung can hold out a while.
I don't know how long Lee Si-young
is holding out.
I can see the other team, all 3 of them, holding out longer than both Jisung and Lee Si-young. Yeah. But
I don't know if
none of them holding out long as Jin
outlast Song Joongki.
So, question: does Song Joongki only have to carry his own weight?
Yeah. So the thing is once the other 2 people drop out, they only have him to put weights on. So that's why it depends on how long Jisung and Lee Si-young are able to hang in there because it's less weights they put on him.
Because here's the thing, that's the hard thing because you go with like 3 pretty good
because
players.
I think Park So-ham is lasting a long time, but not significantly long. I think Park So-joon and Lee Joon-gi are both in there a while, and I think the 2 of them combined, I think probably are lasting long enough for Song Joongki has too much weight.
I think they try to kill Song Joongki in this challenge. Yeah. Because do they get to decide how are the weights distributed evenly?
They get to decide where they put them and when. So they probably stack like a decent amount onto Si-young and Jisung just to get us started, and then they go full on Song Joongki just to get them out.
Yeah, I can see this being an endurance test for Jisung and Si-young for like just they don't get that much weight added.
Yeah,
I can see them attempting to murder Song Joongki with weights.
And the other tribe is more evenly split on the weight.
Yeah,
so I think they have to go more so like evenly splitting it there.
Yeah. And I see all 3 of them lasting about equal, like probably not Park So-ham going out first, but the other 2 being pretty even.
Yep.
Yeah. So unfortunately this tribe goes back to tribal council.
They go back to tribal council. What are we doing?
What do we do here?
So we have this Heroes Alliance plus Song Kang on the side. And then it's just down to Jisung or Lee Si-young. It's one of them is probably going.
Here's the thing. Do they just go with whoever went out first? And I think it's Lee Si-young.
Yeah, but I don't know if they expect her to, like, really do better, because
here's the thing. I think that they fucked up with getting rid of
taking out Lee Se-gi was a really big mistake for them.
Yeah, I think they fucked up doing that. Yeah. So I think that they're more willing to maybe keep Jisung because they need another. Because if they get rid of him, they're down to fucking.
They're only Song Joongki, so I don't think they can afford that. It's like
as men.
I think they're thinking about like the merge is coming soon. So like they probably don't care about it that much. But also
I think that they
might be willing to get rid of him now. So he's less of a threat when the merge comes as an individual.
Fair, but I think that they think they have enough numbers to get rid of him later. But I think that they don't know you never know when the merge comes, right?
No.
That's not a known fact.
It's like now is about the time where people are speculating it's coming soon, but
I think that they keep him around because they know how hard they fucked up because they're running out of
They have only Song Joongki who's literally having to carry the entire tribe on his back.
And also the fact of I think that they're running out of if the merge doesn't go on for another 2 or 3 episodes, they're running out of people to sacrifice. Yeah. So I think that because at some point they're gonna have to start turning on Song Kang, and Song Kang is fuck.
The amount of power that So Ye-ji has in this game is incredible.
It's insane. And the fact that she has not had to use it because she's in a
she's
dominance
got the re-idols right now.
And she hasn't had to use a single one of them. No one has even looked in her direction. They just got Song Kang
to use his idol instead.
I think it's Lee Si-young.
Yep, I think she has to go here.
Out. Rip.
R.I.P. Lee Si-young. Alright.
So next, episode 8. We're getting there to the merge.
This is the episode before the merge. This
God willing.
is the challenge that I called Person in a Wooden Ball with Blindfolded Teammates, which is like, I don't know how to better describe this challenge.
I feel like I'm getting a feel of Survivor likes 1, weights, 2, water, and 3, blindfolds.
They really do. This challenge is someone is in a wooden hamster ball / wheel.
A wooden hamster ball.
There are 2 tribe mates that are pushing the person in the ball through an obstacle course, but the 2 of them are blindfolded, so the person in the ball has to guide where they're going. And the other 3 people are at like a circular table maze type of a thing, then they are also blindfolded. It's one of those ones where you have like a ball and you have to balance it through like a bunch of platforms in order to get it into like a hole at the end. And the person in the wooden ball has to sort of tell them what to do in order to get the ball to the end of the maze.
Okay.
Song Jonkey, obviously, leading that tribe.
But here's the other thing. I think they might win.
I think they might win too because of Song Jonkey.
Because I think. Yeah, and I also think they have enough people that are probably skilled enough at, like...
Because it's Song Kang and Jisung are definitely on the ball duty, and then So Yeji and Hani are on puzzle.
And I think they're
And Song Jonkey is good enough at communicating that I think it works.
Here's the thing, because I don't know who the fuck the caller is on this other team.
So 2 of them have to sit out.
Alright, so I think we gotta get
Park Bo-young probably sits out again, and So Ye-jin probably sits out again.
Because here's the thing. I can see Wang Yibo and... Because here's the thing with that. I think Park So-ham and Wang Yibo are good enough to do the puzzle.
Yeah.
Probably better than Hani.
Well, they don't have to be any good at doing a puzzle because they're blindfolded. So they just have to be good at listening to someone telling them what to do.
I feel like Lee Joon-gi takes control.
I think Lee Joon-gi's the caller. I think Park So-joon... and Logan are on the ball duty. And that leaves Wang Yibo and Park So-ham on the puzzle.
Yeah. And
then it comes down to Lee Joon-gi versus Song Jonkey on leadership abilities.
And I think that we gotta continue.
Song Jonkey has been so used to leading this tribe the entire game that I think this, like,
and I also think they have
incredible.
I think that tribe has 120% confidence in Song Jonkey. I don't know if this other tribe has that much confidence. Yeah, because Lee Joon-gi hasn't had to like really lead. Lee Joon-gi is not a leader.
He's been like more of a follower.
This tribe has been so complacent.
Yeah.
So I think
that's gonna be a win for them.
Yeah, that's a win for them. Thank God. They're probably like, fuck
we
yes.
needed that. They really needed that.
So what do we do here? So the known alliance now is Wang Yibo, Lee Joon-gi, Park Bo-young.
It's the heroes together, and then Logan
Park
and
So-ham,
Park So-joon are
and
on
So
the outs.
Ye-jin, and So-joon and Logan. Do we think
Logan's now in a
this,
showmance with Park So-ham?
I think we're still in the flirting stage. Here's the thing. There's 2 ways I can see this going. 1, the tribe sees that happening, sees it as a threat, and fucks off with Logan.
Yeah.
Or Logan gets Park So-ham with him. They attempt to pull, like, a thing. But I don't know. There's 3 of them.
I don't think they're able to do enough with that.
I think
it is probably they see the showman's happening and they're like, let's just get rid of Logan because him or Park So-joon has to go anyway. And there's a clear pair of people here now.
Yeah,
that I think they want to get rid of it. Maybe they don't tell Park So-ham about it. Because they don't need his vote anyway.
Here's the they don't. And I think Park So-ham is like, this isn't a full showmance yet. It's too soon.
Right, and so he's probably not even that concerned
he's like
that it's a problem, but everyone else is like, this is a problem.
Like, they're maybe flirting. Yeah. And then I can see fucking Wang Yibo and Lee Joon-gi just looking with, like, seeing right through it. and just being like, this isn't gonna work. I even see Park Seo-joon being told about this plan Logan has of like, I feel a connection, and him just looking with this, I imagine his face of like, just, I hear what you're saying. It's the stupidest plan I've ever heard, but you do you. Sure. And like, he's blinded by like, maybe some feelings he has for Park So-ham. Yep. And Park So-ham is in a vulnerable place. He misses his boyfriend too much.
Alright.
So I think Logan. Goodbye, Logan. Rip.
It's on the merge.
Oh, right. Thank God.
Everyone on this point now is going to be on the jury. So hoopla.
Thank God. Hoop fucking la. I'm so, like, happy I don't have to, like, think about...
Yep.
So they all get back together. What the fuck alliance is for? Because this is, like... Who's left?
Oh, this is like, I don't even know what the alliances would be like
all
anymore.
The heroes! All the heroes! I think we got, the Heroes Alliance has gotta like...
The Heroes Alliance is like, because this Hani Soyeji Songjangi Alliance has gotta be like really, really tight now.
At this point, they're like, fuck it, we're ride or die.
Yeah, the three of them are like, they have a final three happening now. They definitely have that.
I see Song Kang maybe coming along for the ride.
I think they're still holding on to Song Kang because... They're like, if we need him, we can use him.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, maybe some of the... So from this other alliance, I don't see Jisung having many friends around.
Jisung and Park Seo-joon could get back together.
But
it's like, what else are they gonna do? Long. Because it's like the rest of everyone else here is the Heroes tribe.
They can maybe try to go back together. Yeah, and I can see the rest of this Heroes tribe probably being like in a somewhat unofficial thing. I can see what's consolidating for me is I feel like Park So-ham and Wang Yibo, for some reason I feel like those two characters have a connection, and I can see them getting along really well, and maybe them and Lee Joon-gi get along really well.
Yeah,
maybe they bring in Park Seo-joon, because I can see that being a fun group of 4 people.
They bring in Park Seo-joon just as a fun
just because I think that all of them seem to have very similar character traits. Because I think
Son Ye-jin is still on the outs, for sure.
I think maybe she's trying to align herself maybe with Park Bo-young.
Yeah, those two I think
who seems to just be friendly with people.
I think Ji-sung's definitely on the outs.
These are not the people I expected to be on the council. Because, like, we got rid of so many, like, high, like, people you'd think would win are gone.
It's really just, like,
but
the
that's
people
how this
who
game
have been,
goes.
like, able to float by are here. But sometimes
that's
how it
kind
works.
of how Survivor works?
Yeah.
Alright. It's because I think people try to do big plays and it fucking screwed them.
Yep. So we're merged now, hooray.
We're one tribe.
We're one tribe. The immunity challenge is you're gonna balance a thing on your head, is what the challenge is gonna be. Okay. Normally what this is you're standing on, like, a platform, and you have this, like, wooden totem thing that is between your head and, like, the top of another platform, and it's always calculated based on your height, so it's kind of even for everybody.
So, like, it's no one, so fucking Park So-ham isn't, like, in a very, like...
Yeah, it's just whoever can stand there the longest, and balance the thing on their head.
Okay, so here's the unfortunate thing. Song Joong-ki is fucking special forces.
Yes. That is indeed the problem.
But also, I don't know if that makes you super good at just standing there.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know who's good at just balancing. Hani's a dancer.
Hani is a dancer.
Trying to see if there's anything. Crash. I wouldn't be surprised if So Ye-jin, considering of everything else, she did have to hide from North Koreans.
She did. I can see, like, I don't know. It's hard for that. The, like, individual challenges who would win those.
It is. So let's just go through and who wouldn't win.
Ji-sung's not winning.
Ji-sung's not winning. Song Kang's not winning. I don't see So Ye-ji winning.
I don't think Park Bo-young is winning.
Park Bo-young's not winning.
I think Park So-ham is also not winning for the...
Not winning. The height of it all? Yeah. I don't see Wang Yibo winning. I don't
if
see
we can't figure it out, I could randomly generate a winner for this, too.
Randomly generate. Yeah. Someone's gonna pull it out.
Lee Joon-gi's gonna win.
Okay, I can see that happening. He's a cop. Yeah. Alright, so Lee Joon-gi wins immunity. So now we just go to tribal council?
We go to tribal council.
Is that the rules?
Yep.
Alright. So, what happens? So Lee Jungi can't go out.
Lee Jungi can't go out. This is
Wait, isn't this where what's her name?
One of the chances where So Ye-ji could use that legacy advantage, she could just hold on to it as well.
Here's the thing.
I don't think she needs it.
Here is the thing. Does these other people who aren't in an official alliance who none of them have like particularly strong alliances, look at this solid alliance at top
yes.
and be like,
what do we do about it?
This is top 3. Who do we pick off? And I can also see those 3 looking at everyone else kind of like talking.
Yeah.
And being like, fuck, we might be
in a bad place.
Problems. Because, like, if there were other alliances here that I could find,
the thing is that
I could see that being a problem.
More strong alliances besides those 3, really.
Those 3.
These whatever alliances were happening on the other tribe are, like, not that strong.
No, and I can see alliances starting to form now, but they're against that other tribe.
Because the problem is like, now there isn't even really a heroes-villain split, because it's all of the heroes plus Ji-sung and Park Seo-joon on the side, like... And
the other thing is, I feel like Ji-sung and Park Seo-joon are, like... and Song Kang. Song Kang barely ever counted.
Song Kang is, like, barely there.
Yeah, I can see that... I can see Song Kang being too fucking loyal. I can see him being... Is Song Kang... You've seen more of Nevertheless. Is Song Kang enough of a snake to fucking leave them? And join another alliance?
I can see Song Kang getting back together with Ji-sung and Park Seo-joon and seeing, like, look at all of the heroes that we're with right now. What are we gonna do about it?
We need to consolidate.
What are we doing about it?
I can also maybe see them bringing in So Ye-jin, who has just been on the outs with everybody.
I think they try to bring in So Ye-jin and Park Bo-young, who are both kind of on the outs.
Yeah.
So that would give them...
And I can see Park So-ham, Lee Joon-gi, and Wang Yi-bo just consolidating because they're like, fuck, we need...
And then that leaves this other 3 that is clearly an alliance.
Here's the thing. I can see I'm gonna call them... So we're gonna pick, like, fucking nominees for these 3 alliances of their leader. I can see the Ji-sung alliance getting together with the Lee Joon-gi alliance.
I can see that more,
to go against the fucking Song Joong-ki alliance. Because I think that they see that Song Joong-ki alliance as they demolished... They're getting, like, reports back from,
Song
like,
Kang and Ji-sung are like, listen, we gotta do something
like,
about this.
They fucked. They destroyed our tribe. Like, you gotta do something about them before they get out of hand. So I do think that, like, they see everyone else together... And they're scared. I think Song Joong-ki is scared.
Alliance with So Ye-ji also knows she has one idol. So like Park So-ham knows that.
Park So-ham knows that, and so does Wang Yi-bo knows. And I think they probably share that with the other tribe. Yeah. So what does the fucking legacy advantage do?
It's just an immunity idol.
It's just an immunity idol that she can only use now?
Here. If she doesn't use it here, she can only use it again at Final 6.
And when she uses it, do they just say it is the legacy advantage, or do they just say it's
advantage?
Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing with that. Does she...
The thing is if she uses that specifically, they know that she still has another idol.
So my thought is, I'm trying to think of, do they just let her pass by? Do they split the votes?
So here's the other thing. So Ye-ji has 3 idols right now.
No, what I'm saying is that
if they try to split votes, if So Ye-ji sniffs it out, she can use the legacy advantage. She can give an idol to Hani and give an idol to Song Joong-ki, and then the 3 of them.
But I don't think But that's the thing.
3 idols.
Does she wash all 3 of them at the same? I don't think she does. What I can see happening is that they fucking like do this. Well, they could. Do you think she would do all 3 of them? Or does she keep one for herself?
I think it's honestly...
they only know she has
one.
If
the 3 of them don't get past this vote,
they're fucked?
Yeah.
So you think she uses all 3 of them in one go?
And I think the thing that happens is that once she gets all 3 of them, she doesn't have as large of a target on her back anymore because all the idols are gone, too.
Well, no. There's still one idol.
No
one knows that So Ye-jin has it.
Yeah.
She does. If she uses them in one foul, or do they just become like she's too good of a player?
That also could happen because then she doesn't have any idols left.
We'll think later. But I do think she probably does have to use all 3 of them if literally everybody is.
Because if we have this thing where it's like the rest of the tribe has decided that's gonna happen, they probably are smart enough to know that they're gonna split votes onto somebody.
Yeah.
She can't
all
choose
3 of them
wrong there.
She
can't
if
just
she
use
gives
1
it,
or 2 and like hope
she
it
has
works
to
out. I think
save
she
all
has
3
to use
of
all
them.
3 to be safe.
So if we thought that the tribal council, where they got fucking rid of Lee Sengi, was explosive,
We're gonna pull out legacy advantage and 2 immunity idols all at once. So who do they? Who do they vote out?
So everyone splits votes. I can see them probably thinking that like Jisung's a mastermind here, because they can't do Lee Jungi.
They can't. Yeah.
Or do they just try to get rid of, like, a lesser player to just break up an alliance?
I think they're trying to take out the core of the alliance because they're gonna have 1 chance to shatter this alliance in half, and so whoever they take out here is, like, has to be important.
So I think it probably
has to be Jisung, because I think Jisung is, like, the rallying point, because I think Jisung is the one who gets Song Kang and then goes to Park Seo-joon.
Yeah, and I think Jisung is the one that, like, he saw the tribe become demolished, and now it's like, fuck, I'm gonna do...
And he was so clearly at the bottom with the 3 of them that they're aware, like, he's gonna go back and he's gonna rat out all the information to the rest of everybody.
So, okay, so everyone fucking splits votes. There's, 2, 4, 6,
They're probably
7,
gonna
there's 8 of them. 2, 2, 2.
Yeah.
It's like 2, 2.
4
it's
and
like
3,
2,
I think,
2,
is what they would do.
Yeah, it's like 2, 1, 3. They'd put 3 on probably like Song Joong-ki.
They put probably 4 on So Ye-ji to get her to use an idol, and they put the other 3 on Song Joong-ki, is what I would assume.
Yeah. So all the votes are in. Jeff's like immunity, or
if you want to play an idol, So Ye-ji stands up. She plays
and she
gives
the legacy
on Song Joong-ki.
She plays her idol on Song Joong-ki. The tribes are fine. Then she's like,
I got a second one.
And I got a second one. I'm gonna play it on myself.
Or she probably has to play that on Hani.
I got the legacy.
She probably has to play the second idol on Hani and then play the legacy for herself. I think she can only use it on herself.
Fine. She plays the second idol on Hani, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
And then she plays the third legacy advantage on herself, and then just sits
jaws
down all smug.
Dropped on the
and then the jaws are on the floor. Twitter is screaming at the television
right now.
Everyone is dying. And Jisung has seen the writing on the walls and just is like, fuck.
Jisung is like, he tried, but he couldn't
He failed miserably.
Yeah, so we're gonna put Jisung is gonna be the first member of the jury.
Bam.
I actually didn't calculate how many people that's gonna be on the jury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Okay, that's probably fine.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
On Survivor?
Unless we get a 3-3 split on the final votes, but
I don't think that
happen.
happens. Because at least from what I know of Survivor, it usually seems like there's one dud there that gets like
normally
no votes.
One person there is getting 0 votes.
Okay, cool. So what's next?
Challenges.
This was the one I requested.
Playing the drowning challenge.
Because this was the one I requested because I'm like, I found out about it and I'm like, this seems not legal. Yeah. So explain, what's the drowning challenge?
So the drowning challenge is essentially everyone is underwater and there is a metal grate, like a metal grate above everyone. So you swim under the metal grate. And as the tide comes in, the water rises. So
this is like an endurance challenge.
So it gives you less and less space to breathe in between the water and the metal grate. So you essentially have to stay there as long as you can stand it.
Until, like, you physically cannot, like, until you feel like you're drowning, essentially.
The drowning challenge. This is also a challenge they don't play anymore for obvious safety reasons.
Yep. I like the fact that this is going to be the season where they play both Schmergen Brawl and the Drowning one.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Mm-hmm. I think
Song Joong-ki. There's no way Song Joong-ki loses that challenge.
No, I think the man is special.
But he's winning that challenge for sure.
Who else stays long? I think Lee
Jungi stays in there again. Yeah.
Anyone a good swimmer? I wouldn't be surprised if fucking for some reason, So Ye Jin is like pretty good.
Right, that's
at
what
this.
I would think. She's probably good.
but I don't think they beat fucking Special Forces over there.
They don't beat him.
So I think Song Joong-ki wins.
I'm actually gonna roll immunity idols again, too, because we just got rid of 3 of them, but I'm only gonna do 1 more that comes back in the game.
Okay. Anyone find
Let's see. Nope, no one found it.
Okay, cool. They're all looking for it.
Yep, they're all looking for it.
So Song Joong-ki wins. We're at Tribal Council, episode,
10.
10.
Yep. What are we doing now?
What
So
happens?
Song Joong-ki clearly can't go home. But I think
No,
I don't
clearly.
know what's going on with the remnants of this other alliance that just happened.
See, I can see there being some resentment.
Because I think now that they were just made a fool of, I think they do have to get rid of one of the other 2.
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
I
there's
can
no
see these people
chance
just
that
being
Hani or
like, what the
Soyeji's one of them is not going home.
No. And I can see them being like, Soyeji is too good at finding idols.
I
She
think
gotta
she,
go. Like, I
they
think
just
this
watched her
saved her
play
a year.
3 idols at once. Like,
Like, I know that, like, it's the only way she could have stayed in the, like, she was gonna, like, here's the thing. If she would have, like, not played them on her teammates, she would have had her teammates go home in the next, like, 3 weeks. But I think it was a mistake.
yeah.
To do this. I think they made a big move, and it was a mistake.
That's normally what happens when you make a big move, is that you go home anyway eventually. But if, like, you can pull out immunity wins or something and still be in there, like, you have a chance. But I think that
I think that's good for Song Joong-ki. I think it's not good for her.
Because if Song Joong-ki didn't win immunity, I think they send home Song Joong-ki because he's an immunity threat. But I don't think, but since he won immunity...
Here's the thing, also, I think that if they let, what is her name? If they let, So Yeji through, I think that if she makes it to council, that fucking
one
shit
move
wins
her the
like,
game.
That one move
wins.
is wild. Like, I'm sorry, you have to win Survivor if you were able to get to the end and you pulled that shit. So yeah, I think
it's time.
I think
she tried, but
she pulled off a legendary. Yeah. I think that there are going to be so many Survivor YouTube videos made about her strategy and why it fucking failed.
It's going to be wild.
All right, so what's next?
Episode 11 is reward challenge is the Survivor auction, which is just like
what is the Survivor auction?
Survivor auction is just a fun reward challenge. They don't play it anymore, but what it is they give each player $500 and they get to bid like money on food items.
Question: does this $500 come out of their like winnings?
No,
or is it
it's just like $500. They can choose to keep the money for themselves if they want to, but a lot of them you're meant to spend it on the food in the challenge.
Okay. So did you come up with auction items?
So one of the first ones they throw out there is normally just like beer with chips. That's one they just throw out.
Oh, you know who's bidding on that? Mm-hmm. I can see Song Kang being
Song
Kang being like,
yeah,
I need a
Song
beer.
Kang's going for the alcohol.
I need a fucking beer. Yep. I think he needs a beer.
And then
what else we got?
They do they always do like a hamburger with like fries and whatever.
I don't see any of them kind of going for it.
Mm-hmm. If no one wants it, they can just they can just get food real cheap for like $20 because they've been in increments of $20.
Like
$20 is like the least you can pay.
I can see maybe Hani's hungry.
Mm-hmm. And then the one that I like,
maybe Park So-ham is hungry.
They're all probably really hungry.
I can see Park So-ham wanting a burger. Yeah. I can see Song Kang wanting the alcohol.
Yes. The one that I like is like sometimes they throw out like mystery items where they're like, here's the item, but it's gonna be under a cover, so I'm not gonna show you what it is. And so you just have to like blindly bid on it, and sometimes it's like a full pizza, and sometimes it's like a rotten coconut.
Who would do that?
Who likes to gamble?
Who would gamble?
Wang Yibo seems like he would go for that.
Why not? What is it?
So it's like, I like this one where they give them like the Monty Hall problem. It's like, you've bought this mystery item, but now you can either swap it for this one mystery item or a second mystery item. And
I think Wang Yibo would stick with the one.
Yeah, so when that happens, it's normally like, here's like one slice of pizza, and then the other one could have been like the rest of the pizza, and then the other one would be like a bowl of rice or something like that. So he gets like a slice of pizza.
Alright, that's
not
fun.
terrible.
I think Wangy would gamble for it. I think he'd be having a good time.
They normally end the auction off with, like, letters from a loved one. So who really wants, like,
loved ones?
A letter from a loved one.
Who has loved ones?
Who are the loved ones?
That we have left?
The big question.
So Hani probably has her girls.
Yes.
Song Jonkey has his wife.
Song Kang is girlfriend, I guess.
Whatever girlfriend he has at the time.
Son Yejin has her husband.
So
North Korean husband.
Her North Korean husband. I can see her really wanting something from that North Korean husband.
I honestly see
God
her going
knows when.
for that.
Is this when fucking Song Jonkey just sort of like gets weird vibes?
This is maybe where he's like, maybe she reads a little
Picking
bit of
up
the
on
content of the
things.
letter, and Song Jonkey is like, huh, that's interesting. What?
He just like weirdly hears some pronunciation things that he's like, wait, what?
Huh?
Everyone else is like, oh, that's so sweet. Song Jonkey is just
huh?
like, what? Wait, what? Something's wrong. Like we get like an aside of him just like, yeah, she's reading that letter.
Yeah,
that's some weird.
It's a little bit weird.
It's a little weird. Like and then he like talks to her later, and like he just gets like weirdly more information. This is like a
yes.
This will slowly be a thing that plays over time. Obviously.
Yes.
All right.
So the immunity challenge is balancing balls on a plate. It is literally what it sounds like. You're holding a plate. You're given like 3 ping pong balls essentially and told to like stand here with one arm and balance them as long as you can. That's another one Kayla, I can random generate because it's really just like
please do it.
It's really like not very skill based, and it can also be very luck based.
I can't think about it. I can't.
A
even
lot of
begin to wonder.
Of these like random like immunity ones that are like balancing things are very much like luck of the draw.
Just like give me a random number.
Wangy Bo's gonna win.
Yay! Wangy Bo wins. So he has immunity.
Wangy Bo has immunity.
Here's the thing.
I think they have to hear the Song Jonkey.
Is this the only time they have time to do that?
Since he didn't win an immunity challenge, I think he's too much of an immunity threat moving forward for them to not get rid of him right here. Because there's like if like he could go on and I think the threat of him going on an immunity run through the end of the game is too big.
Because I also think he probably does pretty well in this challenge. Yeah. Like he doesn't like win. It's like probably down to like him and like Wangy Bo, and it's like you can see people like praying
that it's Hani's not Song Jonkey.
Hani's probably even praying that it's not Song Jonkey.
Right, because if he's available to go home, then it's not her.
But here's the thing. I can see them sort of like, if Song Jonkey has the outs, I can see them trying to pick off other people. But I think that, like, maybe Hani survives another week because they're like, she's not a threat.
She's not a threat. And I think Song Jonkey is too much of a physical powerhouse for them to.
I think they have to get rid of him.
That,
It's unfortunate. Poor Song Jonkey. He's on the council.
He's on the council.
It's not the council.
It's the jury.
Can I call
it
the
council?
I'm gonna call it the council. I want to call it the council. Somehow my brain was like, no, Survivor has a council.
Jisung is probably having an awful time at Ponderosa in the jury house with So Yeji and Song Jonkey.
Fuck. They're probably like, fuck you, and he's probably like,
fuck you. He's probably like stands up and applauds when Song Jonkey gets voted out of the game.
Do you get to watch?
Yep. They get to watch the tribal councils, the jury.
Question. Is Ponderosa like a hotel?
It's a kind of a hotel. It's a little bit less nice than a hotel, but it's the place where the jury lives. It's got like a fully catered staff. They get whatever food they want.
God.
They get bedrooms and air conditioning and all of that. So it's like,
wonderful for them. I was just so concerned. I'm like, are they still living in the fucking jungle for a couple weeks? What the fuck happens? Okay, good. I'm hoping that I'm like, so it's like a motel.
Yes.
It's like a nice
motel. It's like a nice tropical motel.
Oh, wonderful. They probably get to have a tan. They're probably having a much more fun time.
Yes.
All right. So next.
The next is we're going to have family visit now. So this is where we get to decide who gets to show up to the family visit.
All right. So which member of Cotton Candy gets to come? Is it?
It's probably Exy.
It's probably Exy. Yeah. I guess Song Kang's girlfriend.
I don't think girlfriend. He has family. I guess we're just gonna say probably Han So he is gonna come.
I guess.
Wangy Bo's girlfriend is gonna come.
Wang Yibo's girlfriend's gonna come. I think that Samantha Guerra's boyfriend's gonna come and they reconnect.
He's gonna come, and then we're not gonna mention the fact that he was in a semi-showmance with Logan.
And luckily, the only thing that saved them from having a showmance was somehow Wang Yibo and Lee Joon-gi just being like,
we gotta get rid of him.
Gotta go.
He's gotta go.
So his boyfriend comes. I think Park Bo Young's
does Dawon come? Because we don't. If we want to keep the Grim Reaper out of Survivor, I think Dawon shows up.
Dawon gets to come. Do we get the Wait, is this when the North Korean boyfriend comes?
And I think come. I guess
in Ponderosa.
I thankfully Song Joong-ki's no longer here.
But also I think in Ponderosa, Song Joong-ki is like, did they get to watch shit like that?
No, unfortunately not. They wouldn't see the challenge, but
damn
we just missed out on that. That would have been really fun.
That would have been a very fun. But I also feel like Song Joong-ki continues to mull this over in Ponderosa. He's got a lot of time to think about it. And then Park Seo-joon from Itaewon Class gets his very young girlfriend, and everyone just sort of looks at him weirdly for having a 14. Like, they're like, is that his sister? It's like, does Jeff introduce their relation?
Right.
Jeff introduces what their relation is to each other, right?
He does, as they come in,
So it's like your girlfriend, and they're just looking at her like,
what?
She seems young.
Huh?
What? Like, everyone else just has, like, a perfectly age-appropriate partner.
Yeah.
So many girlfriends. Exy is her best friend is coming. Right. I feel like best friends would come,
Who comes for Lee Joon-gi? Does he have a wife in Criminal Minds?
No, he flirted with the one lady. His team member. The lady? Yeah. I think they flirted.
Okay, I don't remember if he had a wife or anything in that show.
Maybe he fucking has a mom and the mom comes.
I don't know. I don't know. He's like a very vague character in Criminal Minds.
He is a vague character. I like to imagine he probably has a mom that lives out in the country.
I'm just gonna
somewhere,
say,
mom. So she gets to
his
come.
mom's gonna come, and that'll be cute.
Yeah. So we have Hani's roommate
/ friend / member of Cotton Candy is gonna come.
Former member of Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy disbanded.
Cotton Candy.
We get Song Kang. Wait, do we not get the North Korean soldier, and does one of her family members have to come and they fucking suck?
Maybe.
Like her terrible brother?
Yeah, like her terrible brother or some shit.
Like, neither of her parents are gonna come to fucking the tropical island, so can more than one person come?
No, not really.
Damn it. I was hoping we could get the terrible brother and the terrible sister-in-law in one foul swoop. Or, like, it's before he dies and it's her, like, ex-boyfriend, but he brings a letter from her actual husband because, like, the North Korean can't come. And they, like, have this really awkward relationship of, like, her boyfriend, and they don't, like, touch or anything, and it's, like, he just hands her
here with the information.
A very weird letter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hands her a letter from her boyfriend where, like, they can be more... I'm like, this has happened. There's, like... More questions than
answers there. Everyone's very suspicious of her.
Everyone's very suspicious about what's happening because I don't think the North Korean can come onto television.
No, I don't. I think she's in a bad spot with the family visit, just generally.
Yeah, I think it's her ex-boyfriend. The one that's like, he didn't die. It's fine.
So their family members are gonna play the reward challenge with them. It's essentially the family members is gonna go down to the ocean, pick up a bucket of water, and then throw the water at their loved one, and then they have to catch as much water in the bucket as they can, and whoever fills up like a reservoir thing fastest wins.
Here's the thing, and here's why I think this would be hilarious. I kind of want Park So-ham to win this, just because it's him and his adorable small boyfriend who would have so much fun. Yes. I think that they would win, because honestly, I don't think Exy and Hani are doing great. No, I don't. Song Kang and his girlfriend aren't working great. Who comes for Park So-joon?
His girlfriend.
His girlfriend's
young girlfriend.
No.
Wang Yibo and girlfriend are probably not doing super well. Park Bo Young and Dawon are probably not doing super well. And then Lee Joon-gi and Mom are probably not doing well.
Not Mom. And I also think I don't even want to talk about the crash landing on
That is just a disaster all around. So what?
They don't seem to want to be near each other.
So what happens here is if Park So-ham's gonna win, he's gonna pick like 4 people to also get to see their loved one, and they're gonna go on a nice trip and have like a meal.
Here's the thing: I think he brings his boys. Lee Joon-gi and Mom come. Yep. I think Wang Yibo and girlfriend comes, and I think that probably Park Bo Young, maybe? Or have they gotten close to Song Kang?
I don't think they've gotten that close to Song Kang.
Or have they gotten close to Park Seo-joon? Who do you think they've gotten closest to?
I don't know.
I don't think they want the young girlfriend there.
No, I don't think. I think that's giving them a weird vibe.
That gives them a weird vibe. They're like, yeah, let's just bring Park Bo-young and her. I think that's a fun trip of like Park So-ham and his boyfriend, Wang Yibo and his girlfriend, Park Bo-young on with her brother, and Lee Joon-gi and mom.
I think they see Lee Joon-gi's mom and are like, that's adorable.
Yeah, they're like, no, mom deserves this. I think they see Lee Joon-gi's mom and were like, no, mom needs to come. I think everyone would have brought mom. Yes. Because I think mom. I think
anyone who wins that challenge is bringing Lee Joon-gi and mom.
I honestly like the idea that we just made up
that Lee Joon-gi has a mom in Criminal Minds that he's bringing to the family visit.
Look, if any of you have seen that show recently, even if he's an orphan, don't tell
us. Just let us have this.
Let us have this.
We're 11 episodes into this season of fake Survivor, so
like, it's fine. So I think they all go together.
So that leaves Hani, Song Kang, Park Seo-joon, and Son Ye-jin by themselves. I think that's expected for Hani. I think Song Kang is a little bit bummed. And then Son Ye-jin probably doesn't want to see her family members anyway.
I think So Ye-jin was like, get this man away from me.
Yeah, she's probably like, thank you for not picking me for that.
And also, thank you for this letter. Get out before someone recognizes you and you go and you almost get killed again by the mob. And you also get
murdered again.
Like, there's just weird things happening in the storyline. There's fucking conspiracy theories about it later. Alright, what's next?
So, next is the immunity challenge. The immunity challenge is they're gonna climb, I think they use ladders to get onto the top of this pole, but they're on the top of a very large, like, wooden pole that has, like, a little divots in it, so you can, like, rest your feet in it, and you just have to hold on to the pole as long as you can. So people who are, like, light and, like, nimble are very good at that.
Alright. I think random, Kayla.
Hani's gonna win that.
Oh, Hani saves herself one more time. Hani probably feels like she has to win.
Yeah. And so she, like, and I think that's a challenge she could actually do pretty well at, like, realistically as well.
Alright, so the alliances have broken down.
At this point in time, there are so few people left that I think, like, they're having to make, like, sub-alliances now. We're having to default.
I do think that, weirdly, I do think our bro alliance of Park So-ham, Lee Joon-gi, and Wang Yibo are so pretty tight.
I think they have a final three.
I think but I think it's more of a subtle final three than the other.
Yes,
final
it's
three.
not. It's like it's not an in your face final three.
I think they're more like they're friendly with everyone, but they're like with each other, being like, "You're my bro."
Yes.
We're bros.
They're bros.
I think this might be where they're just like, you know what? I think they probably just keep getting weird vibes from like. Do they think of Park Seo-joon as a threat?
I don't think so.
Do they maybe?
I think
so
this is maybe the time where they're looking at Park Bo-young as like sob story
as a sob story threat, and then with her brother, and they like rate like they.
And then Dalma probably shows up and is bawling, like just absolutely sobbing at the family visit.
I love it. Yeah, I think this might be where
I think this is time where the three of them are like, I think we have to get her out because if she gets to the end and she has like brain cancer sob story, like we can't have that.
And I think they do that, and I also think they're able to like rope in like So Ye-jin and like
and I think like Hani is down for anything. So
yeah, and I think they don't even like make a plan; they just mention it in conversation, plant the seed. Because they're like, we have 3 people.
And I think everyone is kind of thinking the same thing at that time. It's like, we can't let her get this much farther. Or she's too much of a threat to win.
Alright, so she goes. Also, have we been rolling
I have. No one has found it.
Okay,
I don't know.
Cool.
That one is having real bad luck with the idols.
Oh, unfortunate. Alright, so we're on episode 13.
So 13, we're getting there. That's the person who's gone. So yeah, no one has the idol still.
Oh, unfortunate.
So, what are we doing? Oh, so I would like this reward challenge. I'm gonna split these people in half, just randomly. And then I'm gonna also randomly generate who's gonna win the reward challenge.
Okay, perfect. So what is the challenge?
I don't have a specific for the challenge. They're gonna run like an obstacle course in like teams is what the challenge is gonna be.
Jeff is just like, do this.
Yeah. They're gonna have to, someone's gonna have to sit out of the challenge.
How do they usually decide that?
And they draw a rock, so Wangibo's gonna sit out of the challenge.
Unfortunate
for him. So he's not gonna go on reward regardless.
Aww.
And then I have a team of Son Ye-jin, Hani, and Lee Joon-gi, and then a team of Park So-ham, Song Kang, and Park So-joon. And I think that team's gonna win against
so
the other three.
Yeah, so
but they're gonna
Park So-joon, and
Song Kang and Park So-ham are gonna go on a nice boat trip and get drunk together.
Hell fucking oh, that would be hilarious. That would be so. Song Kang from Nevertheless, Park So-joon.
That is
like
three people I want to see drunk together.
Park So-ham from Semantic Error getting drunk together. That's hilarious.
That's so funny. I think that's like
a
fun time. They do some like bro bonding. I think on that trip as well.
I think so too. I think maybe Park So-ham tries to like get them maybe into the Bro Alliance, not official Bro Alliance members, but like enough where they're like. We gotta start getting rid of some of these ladies. Not in a sexist way, but
but in a like well, there's only 2 of them left, so
exactly. There's not that many people left generally.
But they're like, let's get rid of them before any of us. And this is like Park So-joon and Song Kang really trying to sell to Park So-ham that please let us live. Please.
But I also don't think Park So-ham is particularly that trying. I think Song Kang is desperate. Yes.
And then I think it leaves Wang Yibo, Lee Joon-gi, Hani, and Son Ye-jin back at camp. And I think Wang Yibo and Lee Joon-gi are just trying to prevent scheming from the other two.
I think maybe that they are conversing with... I think they're trying to ice out Hani and maybe bring So Ye-jin, because has she told anyone about the idol?
No, nobody. No one knows she has that.
I don't think she would
either.
Alright, so I think that's fun.
The immunity challenge is going to be a straight memory challenge.
Okay.
What this is like, Jeff will like give them, they get like a large dice with a bunch of pictures on the side. Jeff will show them a sequence of pictures and they have to repeat it back to him one at a time.
Here's the thing. I think Wang Yibo wins.
I think he does too.
I think he wins.
I like that he's got the skills for that.
He does. So I think Wang Yibo wins.
Who goes home here?
What do we do?
They're probably gonna vote out Hani here.
I think they ice out Hani. Or do they just keep getting weird vibes from
Son Ye-jin? Son Ye-jin's so suspicious to them.
Like, I think, one, she's so suspicious generally, and I also think that maybe as time has gone on, maybe she's, like, dropped hints about an idol.
I think Hani is so much of a non-threat to them that they're not very concerned about it, but Son Ye-jin is, I think, like, suspicious as hell.
Here's the thing. Do they maybe, like, view this as an opportunity to, like, split votes again? Yeah. For it. I can see
this, like, our... Because we also just have the Bro Alliance that got Song Kang and, like, Park So-joon a little bit in on the Bro Alliance, too.
Here's the thing. I have an idea. I think the Bro Alliance tries to get Park So-joon and Song Kang and So Ye-jin to vote for Hani. Yeah. I think that maybe Hani is just... It's a random vote.
Hani is just gonna throw a vote at somebody.
Is gonna throw a vote at somebody, and I think that our 3 boys maybe are gonna
throw votes on Son Ye-jin.
Let's just do it and just see what happens. And I think So Ye-jin,
I don't know if she susses it out or not. Is the thing is like I'm not sure if she susses it out that she should use it.
I think maybe do you want it to for like the purposes of drama?
I can like just flip a coin to see if she uses it.
Just flip a coin to see what happens. Maybe she sussed it out, maybe she doesn't.
She's not gonna suss it out.
So I think that maybe they tell the other 2 to vote for Hani. They blindside So Ye-jin, and she goes home.
And then all of the idols are now gone, but they don't know that.
And all the idols are gone. Yeah, but like she just like the idol is never found out.
This is like, too late in the game for them to be planning more idols. Yeah.
Bam. That's wild to me. Because I do think she's suspicious.
I think she's so suspicious. There's no way.
She's suspicious as fuck.
I know, she's just so suspicious about everything. It's like once she got that family visit was really...
Yeah, it was really when
that was really the beginning of the end, where they're like, what the fuck is going on with her?
Like, she needs to go.
Alright. This is the last time I'm gonna roll for idols because they're only gonna be able to use it for one more time anyway, so.
Yep.
And no one has it. Cool.
Cool. We're done.
We're done with idols.
Alright. So here's the thing here. Oh, we'll do the challenge first.
Challenge, this is a balance beam with a puzzle. They're gonna have to cross the balance beam multiple times to, like, collect their puzzle pieces and then solve a puzzle.
Kayla, random, please. Yeah.
These, like, challenges down towards the end are just so boring.
Please.
Oh, hang on. No, I keep doing it wrong.
I like that we ended up having to randomize even in this situation where we're like trying to keep it not random, but like some of these
like weird balancing challenges are like, who the fuck knows, really? Park So-ham's gonna win.
Okay. Who?
Park So-ham. He's gonna win.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Here is the thing. Do the other three... what happens in Survivor if you lock? Like, 3-3.
You would vote again. If they can't resolve the tie then, they have to have an open forum discussion on who they want to send home. And if they can't solve that, they draw rocks. And the two people who got votes are now safe from drawing rocks.
Wait a minute. So the two people who were
who got votes, who they're voting for the tie, now become immune, and the 4 people who voted draw rocks.
Okay, so here's the thing: I can see Hani getting Song Kang and Park Seo-joon at this point with our 3.
Yes.
And here's the thing: I think of these 3, I think they see Lee Joon-gi as the top.
I think so. I think Lee Joon-gi is the one running that alliance of 3.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I think they can maybe... Because I think that they see at the end here, maybe Wang Yibo pulling out as like a... Because he's winning. He's been winning a couple challenges.
Won a couple, yeah.
Maybe more... I think... And like... We did have that boat trip.
We did have the boat trip.
I think that they can maybe pull either Wang Yibo or Park So-ham.
Yeah.
I don't know... Because I think
they pull Park So-ham because of the drunk bro boat trip.
Yeah. And here's the thing, I think Park So-ham and probably Wang Yibo are probably closer than they are to Lee Joon-gi because they're like ride or die from day one.
The two of them have been there from the beginning.
Yeah. So I can see them, and they're also like, if all 3 of us are at the end like we said we were going to be.
It's like Lee Joon-gi wins.
He's winning. Lee Joon-gi wins. So I think that they gotta fucking blindside Lee Joon-gi. This is wild. This show goes in wild directions.
It was a nice ride for Lee Joon-gi, but he's too big of a threat.
Holy shit.
All the meat shields are gone now, so...
Kayla, this is a wild show.
It is a wild show.
I love it.
It's so good.
I'm having a great time.
What a final five this is. What is this final 5?
Kang's still here.
This is like a young person's season.
The youth made it. How the fuck is Song Kang?
How did we get Song Kang here?
Now you really know that we're not playing this game for our favorites. No. Fucking Song Kang is in the top 5.
Wang Yibo is here again.
To be honest, Wang Yibo has a great shot at winning. Mm-hmm. Like, he really does.
Let's see the challenges. So this is episode 15, where we're gonna have to get it down to 3.
Okay.
So the first challenge we're gonna play is an obstacle course with a puzzle. That's gonna also get randomized because
of course. This is wild to me. Hani from Idol.
I don't know what is going on with the people who are left in the game.
Is this how Survivor
This is how it works. Wang Yibo's gonna win.
Okay, great. Wang Yibo wins. Does this mean he goes to like?
He's gonna he's gonna have to get through another couple of things.
Yeah. Okay, so Wang Yibo wins.
Wang Yibo's gonna win. And this is gonna just be like a regular. We're gonna vote somebody out.
I think they turn on Hani this time.
I think they're like she can't, because if she goes, I think she's got
to the
too
end.
many. Who are they concerned about for the jury?
I think that the people they're concerned about for the jury right
now
are
Because So Yeji and
probably...
Song Joong-ki definitely vote for her.
Yeah, and I also can see maybe, like, Ji-sung vote... No, Ji-sung would never vote for her. Maybe So Ye-jin for bitterness.
Yeah.
For being blindsided.
Right.
And also maybe... probably Park Bo-young probably votes with her alliance. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I can see them being worried about a couple people voting for her, and also just the fact of, like, she played a really good game.
Yeah. Because she said the fact that she has survived this long when her other two allies went out, like, significantly earlier as well.
She was like the quiet one in the corner. That fucking tribe swap.
That tribe swap the merge was wild.
Oh my god, it's insane.
Absolutely wild what happened there.
It fucked up everyone's game.
It really did.
The fact that fucking, I don't know, Logan and Lee Sang-gi are not even on the council.
I know, it's wild.
The jury? Sorry?
Absolutely wild. So Hanny's gonna go.
The fact that fucking Song Kang might make
Song Kang is somehow... Song Kang was in such a bad spot.
Here's the thing. I think they take Song Kang... I think
Song Kang is...
Well, let's just play this
out. Is he a goat now, Song Kang?
Is the goat in Survivor a bad thing? Oh, what's the goat in Survivor?
The goat is the person they drag to Final 3 with them who has no chance of winning.
Like a sacrifice.
Yeah, like a sacrifice.
Here's the thing. No, they would never. Because I'm trying to think if maybe Hani and So Ye-ji would vote for Song Kang. They wouldn't. They don't respect his game. Yeah. I think they vote for respecting the game.
Mm-hmm. Who votes for him? I don't think So Ye-ji, I don't think any of these people vote for him.
I don't think any of these people vote for him. I think they know that. Yeah. I think they're trying to drag Song Kang up there. Okay, so what's the next bit?
So the next bit's gonna be another immunity challenge. That's gonna be a blindfolded maze, which I'm also gonna randomize. So what is interesting with this time, though, is that it's gonna be a little bit different because of the fire making challenge. So Song Kang's gonna win.
Oh, fuck.
So Song Kang's gonna win that challenge. He has to pick one of these 3 people to bring with him. The other 2 are gonna do a fire making challenge.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I think he takes Park So-joon.
No. Here's what I think he's thinking. Because I think that Song Kang is stupid enough to think he can win. I think if Park So-joon is there, I think he believes that Park So-ham and Wang Yibo are gonna split votes. Yeah. I think he thinks that those 2 are so similar that they're going to split votes. They honestly probably
would.
They would. And I think he's smart enough to know that. So I think if he takes one of them, and then who do we think would beat Park So-joon in fire making?
Who does he think is better at making fire?
I don't think any 3 of these people can make a fire.
I think Park So-joon probably the best at making fire.
But I think he probably won't. I think Wang Yibo might know how to make fire.
So he's just gonna let's just say he takes Park So-ham with him, and then one of Wang Yibo and Park So-joon are gonna make fire. I'm just gonna randomize it because it is like whatever. Wang Yibo is gonna come to the final.
Damn. So last member of the council, Park So-joon. Somehow Wang Yibo knows how to make fire. So the council now? What is the process of a survivor council?
So they have a final tribal council, is what it's called. They are gonna come together. They're gonna ask questions to the final 3 people, and then they're gonna decide who they want to vote for.
Okay,
let me get all these people together.
Yep. I'm looking at these people. Can we go through and just say what would their question be? Because I think it's funny. Yeah. Also, I think I put him in the wrong color. Yeah, he's in the wrong color. There we go. So our council is Hani, Park, Song Joong-ki, So Ye-ji, Ji-sung, Park So-joon, So Ye-jin, Park Bo-young, and Lee Joon-gi. What the fuck
What
is this
is
final
this?
tribal? What is this final tribal? So here's the thing. None of these people are voting for Songkang. Songkang is getting 0 votes.
I think Park Seo-joon probably votes for Songkang.
Fair. Does he respect his
I
game,
think that
though?
was his friend through the game, like towards the end.
Fair.
And I don't know if he necessarily knows Wang Yibo or Park So-ham well enough to vote for either of them.
I mean, was he on the boat trip?
I think him and Songkang were on the boat trip. So
yeah, fair.
I think
so,
he
yeah,
votes
they were
for
both on the boat
Songkang.
trip. Okay, are there any fun questions that ever get asked at a Survivor? What
so
are
they
the
don't really
questions
ask
that
questions anymore. It's kind of just like an open forum discussion. This is
For
where like
people to
people who get
fucking rant?
blindsided like to say, "Why did you do that?"
And do they say anything or no?
They try to do their reasoning, and depending
Justify?
on a lot of the times, people are already made up on who they want to vote for before this.
Okay.
But depending on how well
Here
they answer,
is
it's like it could go either
the
way.
thing. Here is the thing. We have put Park So-ham and Wang Yibo as a duo
They've
for this
done
entire
everything
show.
in lockstep is the problem. They
Yeah.
have been together since the beginning of this game and has never left each other's side.
They are best friends now. They're gonna go on like double dates with their partners. Like they're gonna have so much fun
I
together
know.
when they get home. They have made a friend for life.
Mhm.
I do think these two characters would have so much fun together.
Yes.
It'd be so cute. But like, who
Who
fucking wins?
It's hard. So I think the thing is, So Yeji and Song Joong-ki and Hani, I think will vote the same.
I think those three are gonna vote on track record. Do people vote on track record? Because
Sure.
I'm going based on RuPaul. Because at the final RuPaul Council from All Stars, sometimes they talk a lot about track
Mhm.
record, and they're like, well, this person has the best track record in terms of challenge wins. And I do think that Wang Yibo edges out.
He won a couple more than
Park
Park
So-ham.
So-ham, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think
So I
Ji-sung might vote for
Ji-sung-
Song Kang as well.
Ji-sung's gonna vote for Song
Yeah.
Kang as the one outlier.
Because I think, well, he's like,
He
a
is the only
villain.
person that ever gave a shit about
yeah,
Song
no
Kang.
one else, yeah. And I don't think Ji-sung ever gave a shit about Park So-ham or Wang Yibo.
Fair. I can see Park Seo-joon voting for Song Kang. Who the fuck does So Ye-jin, Park Bo-young, and Lee Joon-gi vote
Who
for?
was a part of this blindsiding? Everyone was a part of that blindsiding of her. That was everybody.
It was both of them and
Everyone in the finals
Lee
was a part of
Joon-gi.
that.
The blindsiding of who? So
Yeah.
Ye-jin? I think everybody except for Song Kang and the other one.
Yeah.
Because they voted for
So
Hani.
that
It
might
was
be
really-
a Song Kang vote.
where that might be a Song Kang vote.
This is looking
But I don't...
real good for Song
No.
Kang all of a sudden.
Here's the thing. Are these votes anonymous?
I mean, no, because they show them when the show has been aired.
No. Are they? Do they vote before they know how everyone else?
Oh
is
yeah, they
voting,
don't know how
essentially?
anyone votes yet.
Fuck.
They don't get to discuss
So,
how they vote. Like they vote
here's
on
the
their
thing.
own. Yeah.
Because I don't see Park Bo Young or Lee Joon-gi voting for Song
No.
Kang. I can see both of them voting for Park So-ham. Or does Lee Joon-gi vote for Wang Yibo because of the track record? And do we have Wang Yibo win 2 seasons of
Because
Survivor
he
in a row?
wins 2 more immunity challenges.
I don't fucking know. I only know RuPaul Drag Race, and they talk about track record enough to make my head spin. What do we do here?
Here's the thing that I
'Cause
think is the problem.
here's the thing.
I think
I see.
Wang Yibo and
I
Park
see-
So-ham are too similar to each other.
I
That
do
they
too.
can't
I
decide who to give
I'm
it to
sorry.
of the two of them, which means
I'm
it has to
sorry.
go to Song Kang, which is really upsetting.
No. I refuse to allow this to happen, Kayla, because I see 3 of these people voting for Song
Yeah.
Kang. I don't see Hani, Song Joong-ki, or So Ye-ji voting for Song Kang in a
I
million
don't
years.
know, because they did have
I
to
see-
loop him into that alliance way at the beginning of the game. They
Yeah.
freaking used, they
But I
worked
think they
together.
hate him. But I don't think they respect him as a person.
But they did have to work together with him for like quite a decent amount of time, and these other two
I
people,
don't want
like
Song
straight
Kang
up,
to
like,
win.
but these other two people straight up are the reason
But
that
do you
So
not
Ye-ji had to use 3 immunity idols at once.
Here's the thing. No, that was Ji-sung. That was
No, that wasn't. That was everyone else, but it was also Song Kang.
That was also Song Kang.
But I do think that
I see them not
Song Kang
respecting
worked with the
him.
three of them for a pretty decent amount of time.
Yeah, but I see them being. I don't see them respecting him as a person. I don't want him.
I think he wins is the problem. I genuinely think that Park So-ham and Wang Yibo being there together makes them too similar.
Here's the thing. Between Park So-ham and Wang Yibo, they're both different people, obviously, so they both did different things in this. Who do you think was closer to Lee Joon-gi? Because I can see Wang Yibo being closer to Lee Joon-gi in that way. Yeah. And Park So-ham being just more of a, like, third in the... like, bros, obviously, bros. But, like, third on the totem pole bro. So do you think that if they're looking at... they're both so similar... that somehow the GOAT becomes Park So-ham? In that, like, you think of both of them...
If one of them did slightly more than the other.
That's what I'm saying, like, one of them did slightly more than the other one of them is slightly better player, one of them is a slightly more, like, person that they're like, well, between the two of them, I like this one slightly more, whether it be one or the other one. And then somehow the GOAT is Wang Yibo or Park So-ham and not Song Kang. And it's a surprise, not a GOAT.
Because I think the thing that helps Song Kang is the fact that he won his way into the finale, too. Like, that probably helps his track record with people.
It does. And Wang Yibo did have to make fire.
Wang Yibo made fire, so that probably gives him a little bit of something, an edge too.
Because... what do we... we're fucking at a standstill here. What do we do?
It's terrible.
Because I don't see... people respecting Song Kang enough to give him a win.
It's because the thing is that all of this is the entire Heroes tribe as the jury plus Jisung and Park Seo-joon.
Because here's the thing, I don't think that, because I think the Heroes tribe had a very good like family dynamic at the beginning. And I can see them going back to that, and also the fact that like Wang Yibo was never the instigator of anything. He was never any instigator. He always had, like, someone above him. Like, Jisung did the blind side. He did. He didn't do the blind side of Song Joong-ki or that alliance. That was Jisung and Lee Joon-gi. He was there, but so was everybody else. I can see them also viewing Song Kang as a flip-flopper.
He did all he had to do 18 alliances. He was trying his best.
The man flip-flopped on every alliance he ever had. Is that do they respect that? They're like, you abandoned
that depends, because sometimes that is received very well and other times it's received poorly.
Here's the thing. You know who I can see receiving it very poorly? Man of loyalty,
Song Joong-ki doesn't like that for sure.
Song Joong-ki does not respect this man as a person. This is why I say Song Joong-ki does not respect him as a person, because he's like, you flip-flopped. Where's the loyalty? Where is your loyalty? And I think he can see, like, Wang Yibo and Park So-ham, they stuck with their bros. They did it. I just really can't give it to Song Kang. I really can't.
But do we give two in a row to Wang Yibo?
Or do we fucking turn it around and give it to Park So-ham?
Because I think Wang Yibo has to win, because he won Fire, and then he wins slightly more immunity challenges. So I think that gives him a slight edge.
Over Park So-ham?
Because they did literally everything together since the beginning of the game.
Yeah. I think Wang Yibo has to win twice, because I don't think Song Kang is respected as a person. He also definitely shouldn't be here.
He definitely shouldn't be there, but he somehow made his way there.
Also, somehow the person that won is the championship award-winning video game esports player, who doesn't need
any money. He's probably a millionaire.
He might split it with So-ham. He might fund his video game.
He might like pay for his college tuition or something.
No. What I'm thinking is he might become an investor in the game that So-ham and his boyfriend are putting together.
That's like another level of like bonding they probably had with the gaming aspect of it too.
It's a level. See, I completely forgot about that aspect. So, okay, I think we figured out how they voted. I think that somehow Park So-ham is
I don't think he gets any votes. I think they probably
had
to unanimously pick which of the two of them they liked better.
Yeah. I think
Ji-sung and Song Ye-jin and Park Seo-joon all vote for Song Kang. And then So
And I
Yeji,
think
Song Joongki, Park Bo Young, Lee Joon Gi, and Honey all vote for Wang Yibo.
And I think that's how this season of Survivor has to end. I didn't want to give Song Kang. He did too much flip-flopping.
Did a lot. Kang did a lot. He was doing a lot the entire game.
He made it to top 3.
The fact that he made it there is the fact that he got second place is wild. The fact that he was able to do that.
The fact that we had to like come up with a reason why not to give it to him.
Song Kang almost got voted out immediately and I got second place on this.
The fact that he somehow managed to ingratiate him, like he flip-flopped too much,
this
and that like it gives you second place.
Really saved his entire career in this game.
God.
That tribe swap saved him. We're gonna give out fan favorite and we're gonna give out Sia money.
So let's do fan favorite because that's easy. I think it's gotta be Song Kang.
Song Kang, unfortunately.
Because I think, while I don't think the players respect the flippity flop,
I think the fact that he was almost like second boot and got second
somehow
place,
clawed his way up.
People love him.
Also, I think the girlies love him because he's a pretty face.
I think so. I think they love him.
Wang Yibo's also a pretty face.
This is a very pretty Final Four.
Or the gays.
Oh, it could be I think with the thing with that is they lose respect for him because he was in a showman while he had a boyfriend. I think we lose respect for him because of that.
I think in the reunion, can we just talk about how like I was in a dark time?
That's definitely a separate segment on the reunion. That's like they go talk to his boyfriend and Jeff Probst brings it in and he's like, now you were in a showman's while you were currently in a relationship with another person.
And I think that overall, I think they end up in a good place. I don't think that he wins fan favorite because of that.
But I think that is definitely a segment on the reunion where they go dive back into that. Jeff Probst would love that shit.
Jeff Probst is having such a great time. I think Jeff Probst also has a full segment just on Song Joongki and how he's
there is a montage to Song Joongki in the reunion as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Jeff Probst loves Song Joongki.
I think Jeff Probst has such a fun time on this season with these wild people.
I think he does. I think Jeff Probst has a great time on this season.
I'm sorry. Can we have a full... I think that... at the reunion, I think is when Song Joongki just flat out talks to... So Yeji about everything. He's just like, because I think Jeff Probst begins with like, yeah, you got booted out because people were getting weird vibes, and she's just like,
and
no.
Joongki is like,
my
what the
boyfriend.
fuck is wrong with you?
like, no, that's the language of a like he flatly afterwards like, is your boyfriend North Korean? Because he's like getting like weird language things that are in the letter that's like weirdly like North Korean slang or some shit.
Yep.
And he's just like, is your boyfriend North Korean? She's like, no! Deny.
Absolutely not. What are you talking about?
And her, like, ex-mob boy is just also, he's like,
oh no, he's gotta help her cover up the lies,
He's helping her cover up the lies, but is like, there's like
not
a bunch
convincing enough of a boyfriend.
No, not at all. But that's fun. What other else?
I think Sia gives money to Park Bo Young because of the brain cancer.
But she's in remission. Do you think
she loves like sob. She loves charity, like sob stories. Sia.
Does she maybe give it to Park Seo-joon to save the bar?
I don't think that is enough of a sob story for Sia. I think,
or does she? I'm trying to think of anybody else that could get it because maybe like they find out that So Yeji like escaped a cult.
I think she also because Sia sometimes gives it to multiple people. I also think Sia likes So Yeji for the triple idol play.
Yeah.
So maybe she gives some to Park Bo Young and she gives some to So Yeji.
For the cult and the brain cancer.
For the cult and the brain cancer and then the just general like good playing from So Yeji.
Yeah. I want everyone. Do the people that left like also like not the council everyone goes to the reunion?
Yeah, everyone's at the reunion unless for some reason they don't show up.
I think at this reunion is when fucking Logan is also a part of the whole discussion about the showmance, and he's like, yeah, I flirted, like I don't think,
and he was just like I was
in a
using
vulnerable
it to
place.
Like save my game, like that was on me.
And then Park So-ham was like, yeah, I'm not really used to being flirted, like I was in an emotionally
vulnerable state,
and then that like turns everyone against Logan, and like for Park So-ham is just like he was taken
Logan's
advantage
now
of
the villain
situation
of the season.
Logan's the overall villain of the season. I think Park So-ham and his boyfriend have this like a like tearful like hug and like tearful as in Park So-ham starts crying. Reunion type situation.
It's a very awkward moment for everyone, but I think it's great for ratings.
I think it's wonderful for ratings. I think they're the new, like, power couple.
Yes.
Like, I don't think his boyfriend wants to be in a power couple. He's very awkward.
He's very awkward.
But
so awkward.
They're the new power couple. Like, they're gonna be on, like...
They're
like,
gonna be invited back to Blood versus Water.
Yes! Oh my god, yes! Because also he helped him by far win that challenge.
Oh, they did win the Loved Ones challenge, yes. Yeah. They did win that. I think the public wants to see him again, so they're gonna request him for Blood versus Water.
Not just that, but I feel like people are, like, similar to what happened on RuPaul's Drag Race, where, like, because Sharon Needles was on one season, Alaska was her boyfriend, I think that they want the boyfriend for his own season.
I also can see them just inviting him back for something random else as well.
I know. It'd be so fun.
I don't know if he does well because he has, like, the fame, because people would recognize him now, I think. Yeah. Like, people who are fans of Survivor.
Here's the thing. I don't think he would want it, but I think the people want it.
The people want it. The people definitely want him.
I don't think he wants it, because I also don't think he wants to play Survivor.
I don't think he would necessarily do nearly as well as Survivor.
Here's the thing. Knowing the character on Semantic Error...
He would be terrible.
He does not. He would just never go.
I know. We also picked, like, Park So-ham for a reason out of that show to be on Survivor. So.
Yeah, but, like, Park So-ham is the reason
he does is significantly less good on Survivor.
But I'm so happy.
Yes.
All right, so we got the Sia money and the fan favorite. We got the Sia money,
the fan favorite. Hooray.
Does fan favorite win money?
Yeah. Sometimes they win a car. In early seasons, they won a car. So
I guess if this is, like, the original original heroes versus villains, I guess Song Kang won a car.
He won a car. Hooray. Congrats.
Yay. I like that somehow everyone's a winner. Wang Yibo won $1 million. Song Kang won a car. So Yeji won some money.
And Park Bo-young won some money.
And Park So-ham saved his reputation.
His is probably secured as returning, a spot as a returning player as a season.
And also probably just, like, secured a absolute fabulous following on an Instagram for, like, him and his boyfriend's content. And
I think
Logan destroyed himself.
Comes out really bad. She comes out looking bad. For the South Korean or North Korean boyfriend of it all.
I think there begins an investigation after this season into what is. She did escape North Korea.
None of the serial killers were suspicious enough that them blew their cover, but, like, the North Korean boyfriend, I think she just
stuck around too long. Yeah. I think she stuck around too long. Also, I feel like Song Joong-ki becomes a hero to the males.
I think so. Like, I think Song Joong-ki definitely gets invited back for another season. I think
Jeff Probst demands it.
Song Joong-ki is, like, the new Boston Rob of, like, this universe of Survivor.
Is Song Joong-ki... Because we've now created Korean Survivor at this point.
We've created the K-drama Survivor universe.
So, like, you know how you have, like, American Survivor, Australian Survivor, all these other things. Is this the Boston Rob? This is our Boston Rob.
So I don't know if I'd call him Boston Rob, because there's probably a better equivalent to that.
I mean, in terms of the Jeff Probst's best boy.
Yeah. There's also a guy Jeff Probst absolutely loved. His name was Joe. But he was, like, a physical beast through everything. I think so. I think I would probably go more so the Boston Rob, because he did have to carry his entire tribe on his back at points, and Boston Rob also did that.
Isn't that what Boston Rob did for the Villains team originally?
He did that. No, so he got into, like, in original Heroes vs. Villains, him and this other guy, Russell Hantz, were in, like, a very big rivalry, and his alliance lost to the Russell Hantz.
Okay.
But in his other seasons, and also in, like, the all-winter season where he comes back for eventually, he's very much, like, because he's old now, but he used to be more of, like, a physical prowess. Boston Rob is more known as being, like, a strategic person than he is, like, a physical dominating person.
Fair. But yeah, I think I like to think, because Boston Rob is maybe the only name before I had to start looking up Survivor for this, obviously, but I had heard the term Boston Rob before. Yes. Like, I do want Song Joong-ki. I feel like he would become the equivalent. Jeff Probst is absolutely in love with Song Joong-ki. Oh, absolutely.
Jeff Probst loves alpha males. Like, Song Joong-ki is exactly the archetype of person that Jeff Probst adores.
Rock on. That was wild, and I had so much fun. We're doing this again.
We definitely need to do it again. This is amazing.
I love this so much. Oh my god, this is incredible. I don't care if this gets 5 views.
This was the
an
most
hour and a half
fun.
long.
It's
2
you know,
hours.
we've done
long.
3.5 hour long podcasts. We've done longer podcasts before.
This is my favorite thing.
This is amazing. This was so much fun. This is also so much more fun than randomly generating it. So.
Oh yeah, this is the best game we play. So this was the first K-pop
K-drama
survivor.
We specifically did it with K-drama characters because we did not want to do it with real K-pop idols or actors, so this is why we chose specifically characters.
Yes. I think the characters are fun.
We do want to do it again, definitely. We do have ideas for themes and stuff for things we can use in the future too, so...
We are basing them on... I mean, if anybody wants to give us a theme, a K-drama theme that we could make a Survivor about, that we could adapt it to, that'd be fun, because we're basing it more on
themes that Survivor has done, yeah. Because those could also be fun.
But, that would also be fun.
We are available on all major podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and if you're listening to us on a place where you can leave us a review, please do so. And we also have a YouTube channel where we release a fun clip video every week along with all of our episodes. I do highly recommend checking out our YouTube channel for the Survivor intro to this episode.
And also for probably some graphics on this to make it a little easier to understand.
I will try to see if I can get this spreadsheet in a viewable form. So it makes a little bit more sense, but we'll see how that works. I will try to keep if anything, I'll probably just make a graphic with pictures of everybody and then cross out people and rearrange people for tribe swaps and who has idols and everything. So
and who is on the council.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably do that.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.